Alright, so we started off in the town of Phandalin. Our two intrepid adventurers happened to wander into town at about the same time. And after about an hour of deciding whether or not they would/could work together, they decided to set off together on an adventure that they found on the town job board. This adventure required them going to a dwarven excavation site that was about a day's march southwest, and then tell the dwarves that a dragon has moved into the area and that they should probably try to get the fuck out. So they did that. They came here and spoke to the dwarves. There was Norbus and Dazzlin. And through a series of events, the dwarves kind of convinced them to help clear this temple out for them. And the party ended up fighting this ochre jelly, which was these ooze things. And the fight actually went pretty well. There was only a little bit of damage taken by Artelus's character, and it was only taken because he stepped into fire while moving around. Until the very end of the fight, where, when dealing the killing blow, a splash of acid splashed onto Kasai, Rylex's character, and caused him to fall unconscious. A little bit later, he made a death saving throw. By the way, go ahead and make sure your death saving throw is cleared off of your character sheet. A little while later, he was brought back to consciousness by a well-placed lay on hands after a short ritual by the half-orc paladin character. So, coming back in, the half-orc paladin character was throwing javelins at the oozes, so you were down to, I think, 2 javelins now?
Aren't those collectible?
Well, that's what I wanted to ask. Can you pick up a javelin once you've thrown it? I guess if you can find it, right?
Yeah. And didn't break it like that.
Okay. Yeah, so, Art, if you want to go and see if you can recover your javelins, just make a perception check to see if you can find out where you threw them. And it's not going to be a very hard perception check. It's mainly going to be how long it's going to take you to find them. It takes you the better part of 15 minutes. It's not even that large of a cavern, but a couple of them had fallen behind some rock piles and were just lying on the ground. Now, I want you to roll 3d6s. Or actually, roll 3 fudge die. And that'll tell us whether or not those are salvageable. Like, you'll still be able to use them, or if the acid from the creatures kind of caused enough ruin to where they're not going to be usable again. Roll a fudge die, go to the advanced dice roller on the left side. It looks like a 20. And just scroll down to fudge and just click on 3.
Wouldn't it be 2 if you're just looking for destroyed or not destroyed?
Well, he threw 3 of them. So he's just rolling to see... Okay, so one of them was recovered, and the other 2 were unfortunately broken in half. You can grab the pieces and probably put them back together, but it'll take a little bit of time.
I see. So each die is +1 minus. Okay, I see how you did that.
Yeah, so I figured, make a good use for the fate die, right? I just learned about it. Might as well.
I thank the half-orc beat for saving my life, and I pledge to follow him until I repay them.
Alright, you were still muted and... Oh, wait, no, you're not. Okay, go ahead. Hello? No, the half-orc does not have the same accent as a pimp named Slickback. That would be painful to my life.
I cannot hear Artillus right now.
I can't either.
So how the hell could you comment on his accent?
I'm not. Kevin was chatting in the stream, asking about his character.
Oh, okay. See, from context, it sounded like Art used the pimp name Slickback accent, and then you were commenting back at him on that.
Oh, no. He moved himself into AFK, and then he dropped out again.
He's trying to figure reset.
Yeah, it seems like it's probably not working. But while we're waiting for him to get back in, there was a bit of an interaction with the two dwarves. They called for aid whenever they were fighting because they had a sense about these creatures that they didn't like the light that was around them. So they wanted the dwarves to bring in some torches, and they shouted, and the dwarves were kind of huddling in fear and didn't want to respond immediately, so finally he shouted again and said, "Get your asses over here," and the dwarves one of them finally moved. And there was a little bit of an interaction with them after the battle, where one of the dwarves got punched in the face and flew into the other dwarf. And then both of them now pay homage to the half-orc character.
Yes, I am building a following.
Indeed, a lesson was learned. Alright, so the Kasai has just pledged that he owes you a debt and that he will follow you until he has prepaid that debt.
I will pat the little elf man on the head.
Alright.
It's not a big deal. It had to be done. I couldn't just leave you there to, well, die. I mean, I could have, but I'd have felt bad.
TPK at level 1, guys. Let's go.
Technically, that wouldn't have been, the T wouldn't have been in there.
Yeah, it would have just been a partial party kill. Level 1. Alright, so what do you guys want to do? As it stands, that you have cleared out a good portion of the ruins. The area where you fought the two slimes where they kind of arrived hasn't been explored very well. You did pass a secret room that was opened up.
Yeah. Do we need to do a short rest to get our level, or how does that work?
No, we're gonna do leveling at the end of the session. So you guys did level, but you have not taken a rest. So if you want to heal, feel free to take a short or long rest depending on how you're feeling. Probably a short rest. I mean, you guys have only been up for probably about 4 hours at this point.
Yeah.
So yeah, feel free to take a short rest. Roll some of your hit die.
We'd only have one hit die at this point, then, wouldn't we? Yeah, we're only level 1, buddy.
Well, if you think you need a bigger rest, that's up to you.
How do you feel over there, Magic Man?
Wait, so we're not level 2?
You are level 2, but you have not healed because you haven't taken a rest yet.
And those only kick in after a long rest, correct?
No, your level is kicked in, so you gained the new amount of hit points, but you're still down by the original amount you were down. So if you were down by 5, you're still down by 5 from your new max.
Ah, gotcha. So 21, 22, 21, 29. So I should be at 17 then. So I need to do... There it is. That's where I'd be at then.
Alrighty.
Yay, math.
It's a big part of D&D, guys.
Yeah. I'm good to keep going. Are you okay back there? Still got your little fire, Bernie?
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Well, you're level 2. Hopefully you have more than fire, Bernie now.
Oh, shit, that's right. I did none of my spells.
Oh, you didn't do your spell learning yet? Do you want to knock that out real quick?
Yeah, give me just a second.
Wait, you didn't use the character master to level up?
I used the character master to level up, but there wasn't nearly enough spells on there for me to pick from. There was only like 5.
Oh, well, paladins don't really get that many spells, but yeah, they don't have...
Those are probably the only 5 that like this particular book that Roll20 uses happened to have at the time.
But anyway.
Yeah.
Where do you see your spell list on here?
Wrathful
Where are you
Smite.
looking?
Oh, so you go to spells. Okay. I have no cantrips, but I have 2 level 1 slots.
Huh. Never heard of that.
What?
Kevin's talking about Wrathful Smite. He says it's a level 1 paladin spell that adds on to your original smite, like doubles it. Or it's an additional die roll.
Oh, that's nifty. I should get that then, shouldn't I?
I have no idea. I've never heard of it. I can look it up in the player's handbook, though, if you want.
Go for it. I'm probably going to get Shield of Faith in one of the smites. I think Shield of Faith gives me, what is it, +2? +2 or +5?
Is this the player's handbook? No, it's the Dungeon Master's Guide.
Shield of Faith.
I mean, I can just look it up, Kevin. Alright, class, Barbarian. Okay, Paladin is down here. Alright, so go away. First level, you get +2 Divine Sense, Lay on Hands.
Right.
Yeah, I don't see Wrathful Smite on the player's handbook, Kevin.
Not Wrathful Smite, Wrathful, like W-R-A-T-H.
Yeah, that's what I said. Wrathful Smite.
Which one are you, oh, you're looking at the actual handbook. I'm looking
Yeah.
at a couple of different sites, and I don't even see Smite on there, which is retarded, because I know I have it.
Maybe I need to look in the index if it's like a specific spell. Oh, he sent me a picture message. Hold on, let me check it out real quick. Wrathful Smite. First level evocation. Casting time 1 bonus action, range self, components visual. Duration, concentration up to 1 minute. The next time you hit with a melee weapon attack during the spell's duration, your attack deals an extra 1d6 psychic damage. Additionally, if the target is a creature, it must make a wisdom saving throw or be frightened until the spell ends. As an action, the creature can make a wisdom check against your spell save DC to steal its resolve and end this spell. Where's that at, Kevin? Because that may not be something that he currently has access to based on his history and everything. I don't know if that's a specific devotion or something that he has.
It's not. That's for our paladins.
I went to D&D Beyond. It's on there for first level.
It's for what paladins?
I went to D&D Beyond. Yeah, it's on there for first level spell for paladins. So is this in the player's handbook?
He doesn't even pick his oath till 3rd level. This is he can get Wrathful Smite.
Okay. Well, yeah. If you want to grab Wrathful Smite, feel free.
I've only got 2 spells anyway. I'm ready.
All right. In that case, what do you guys want to do? The dwarves asked you to go ahead and make sure the rest of the area is clear and safe for them. So you have options.
What's your charisma at?
My charisma is at numbers.
Ooh, numbers.
I got a 13, so right now I have a +1. The next time you hit with it during the spell's duration.
Well, I didn't scroll through the rest of the spell. It might still be on there.
No, I'm looking at it.
So I think you only have 1 spell.
Do I only have 1 spell?
You're half your level plus your charisma modifier, rounded down. Oh, never mind. That is 2 spells.
What? What, Kevin? What are you trying to say?
Teach us, Kevin.
I'm trying to run a game, and I just have a million messages from Kevin asking me questions. Oh, he's arguing with the amount of spells you have. Well, if you're typing in disc, I'm not going to be able to read it because I'm not alt-tabbing. I'm trying to focus.
No, he was right. It was 2 spells.
Okay.
Yeah, 2. Get out of my face.
I move up into his
face. Right? I've warned you once. No, I'm just checking the spell list real quick. Because I already have a smite, just in general. Yeah, More than happy to move forward. I'll take point. How are your eyes, little man? Do you want to take point and fall back?
Does he want to take point from behind?
Right. Do you want to go first and see what needs to be seen? And if you need to, you can just come behind me and I'll move up.
Sure, why not?
And I'll pick up another rock and chuck it ahead.
Clink, 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 clink. The rock kind of skitters across the ground. You don't see anything new. No new effect whenever your rock falls. Alright, so as you're entering... Wait, where did Kasai go? Oh, there he is.
Oh, are we going up the rebel path first?
Feel free.
I vanished from even the DM can see me. I'd like to investigate the rebel path.
Okay.
The
rebel.
The rebel path.
Alright, go ahead and roll investigation.
Did I find any rebels?
You found so much rubble. It's all over the place, actually. Good job. You... What? Yeah, the rubble is rubble. Nothing special about it, unfortunately.
Very non-symmetrical. Possibly a sign of corruption.
Could be.
Give me 1 second, Kaisa, and I'm gonna walk back and get the dwarves and tell them to come up here and come here.
What do we need to come up there for? We're pretty safe over here.
Nothing's nearby. Just come here. We want you to look at this area and tell us why it's collapsed. And tell us what you know. You're miners and diggers. Come here.
All right. We'll offer our expertise. All right. The dwarves come up, and let me re-find their stat block really quick.
Don't make me come back there.
Their passive perception is 10. They have one action, and it's club.
I like that one. Just says club straight up.
Yeah, that's...
Pickaxe.
No, it's club. They're commoners. They happen to they don't have pickaxes. Weirdly enough, they're like the worst miners ever. They're like the worst miners ever. Hey, pregenerated adventure. They told me each shield dwarf is a commoner who speaks common and dwarvish and who has dark vision out to a range of 60 feet.
Actually, that might mean they're the best miners ever.
They do have mining tools. They do have mining tools, but they're for combat purposes. It's just club. All right, so they come up here and they take a look around for you. All right, so with the commoner stat block, what is a perception check? It's your intelligence, right?
Wisdom.
Wisdom. Okay, so 1d20 plus 0. They rolled a 3. So as they come in there, one of them actually trips and they stub their toe on a rock and then falls flat on his face. He looks over to the side and he sees some rubble and he goes, "I found some rubble!" You kind of get the sense that these guys are not very good at their jobs and they came here more in search of fortune than because of any expertise with mining.
You guys are completely useless.
Sorry! They kind of back out again.
I'll head forward into the next room over here, keeping an eye out.
All right, so as you walk in, you notice this area is there's a bloodstained limestone altar that stands at the far end of the room. You also see signs that maybe this is where Dazzlin and Norbus were trying to get to. Like you can see some attempts to have entered this room in the past. And yeah, so go ahead and what do you want to do?
I investigate the area, particularly this altar.
All right.
I sense evil.
Investigate the area. Ooh. All right. So as you start taking a couple steps in the room, you notice a strange echo It sounds almost as if there might be something that isn't quite as it seems. You get a sense that maybe near the edges of the room, it's not quite as sealed as it may seem.
Yeah, fake wall. We got it. Let's go.
Sophie!
Can I, well, I wrote a crappy investigation, but I want to look around the altar anyway, and see if there's anything loose or looks like anything might have been moved from around this particular area.
It actually does look pretty clean. It's almost as if the, the jellies had rolled across it and just gathered up all the dust, all the particles and stuff from it. So it's actually free of dust, surprisingly enough. But other than that, there's nothing really too exciting about it.
Well, at least they were cleaning.
Judging by the stains, this is a blood altar. If we take one of those dwarves and sacrifice them on it, we can figure out what it does.
Can I just give the elf a cold, hard look for a second there?
You can certainly try.
I think you have a lot more blood than they do.
I was jesting. Let's go.
I wasn't. What's is this just a broken pillar support over here?
Yeah, it's just a broken pillar.
Don't worry, it's not a load-bearing pillar.
Can I try to move the altar a little bit?
You can try if you want to.
I do want to try because I want to.
All right. Go ahead and roll or you already rolled investigation to look at it. Okay, yeah. Go ahead and roll a strength check. You shove,
I strong.
and you hear the stone crack a little bit, but you can tell that it's not meant to be moved. It's kind of more. It's built in from the ground up. It was carved out of the stone. So you're pushing on it really hard, but you're not having too much effect.
Well,
Now you-
well.
But you look cool. You know, one of those Leaning Tower of Pisa hold up the tower moments.
I showed that altar. It was boss. The satisfied snort. I'm gonna go and join the elf guy.
All right.
All right, I'm gonna check all the walls and figure out which one is the false one.
Okay. Do you want to move around a little bit at a time, or do you just want to like jump from space to space? Okay, so you
I'm gonna
stand.
teleport from space to space like I'm supposed to. It's my lore.
That's gonna make it really difficult for me to help you. Go to a space you want to investigate and roll investigation. Okay, roll investigation. As you reach out to touch the wall, your hand goes right through it.
Interesting.
That was a really crappy investigation check, but it's not that hard to feel where stone isn't. So your hand to the right of you just passes directly through the wall.
All right, now this spot.
That is a very solid stone.
And this one.
Solid stone.
And here.
Actually, from there, as you're moving your hands around, to the right of you, you feel another area where the wall isn't. Also, to the left of you and down, because you were feeling out with your hands out to your sides as far as you can, and you actually pass through there as well.
Interesting. Down here.
You actually stubbed your middle finger a little bit when you reached out because the wall kind of caught up on you, and yeah, no, nothing exciting.
I have no idea what he's doing.
That is some solid foundations and some good stonework.
I'm just gonna go sit on the altar and wait for this guy.
Now, my recommendation for the future is not to do these individually cell block by cell block, but okay.
Well, with the amount of them that there were, I didn't want to just be like, you found everything instantly. Like, that would just feel useless.
Got it.
All right, so right there. Oh, you rolled. the masonry here is actually just really nice. Like, you can tell that the artisans and crafters that went in and put the work into this temple really did a good job back in the day.
Impressive.
Mm-hmm. Same, just more of that really, really good masonry. Actually,
Can I just pick up some rocks and start whipping them at random walls? Because he takes too long.
okay, so you throw a rock and bounced off the wall, and Kasai actually turned around during his investigation and saw that, and he noticed that one of the pillars didn't quite seem right.
Oh, that was my next bet.
Well, he's throwing shit at the wall. It kind of got exciting. Your hand passes through at the pillar, and you as you reach in, you feel something, and as you start to pull it out, dwarf skulls fall at your feet, and they tumble out onto the floor.
Well, that's just messy.
Do you wanna continue investigating, or?
Yes.
Okay, so as you continue to reach through past the dwarf skulls, you actually find a bag. Scoot back over to where you were. You actually found a bag. It's an old animal hide bag wrapped with a drawstring at the top.
A bag of holding.
Well, you're holding the bag, so...
He is, in fact, holding a bag. Good job.
Technically, all bags are bags of holding.
It's got a little bit of weight to it. There might be something inside.
I toss it to the half-orc, say, found some loot. And I continue my investigation.
I'll look inside the bag.
All right, as you open up the bag, you're shocked to find these beautiful gemstones. There's a lot of them there, actually. As you stand over, you walk over to the altar and you start setting them down and kind of getting a feel for it. And there's 15 assorted colors. There's some greens, blues, reds, just really nice, pretty gemstones. They're not very large, but they might fetch you a good price if you bring them back to town.
I don't think there's anything in the bag. It's just some rocks.
It's loot rocks.
So, put my hand in the bag and turn it inside out. Make sure there's nothing that I missed. Look inside.
As you reach into the bag, I want you to... No, it's just
Right.
a bag.
My arm!
It's a mimic.
Are these slots on this altar? Or is that just the way that it's designed?
I think that's just the way that it was designed. It didn't give me anything special about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it didn't give me anything special about it, so that's just some of the loot rocks that you sat on it now.
Well,
See, now what you're supposed to do is you say they are now, and then you find the gems fit into the slots, and then have another secret door with more loot. Anyway.
Ooh.
Yeah, I'll put the gems back in there. Did I see him touching some of these little walls down here, and they were open or illusionary? Did his hand go through some shit?
Yeah, you saw his hand. Well, actually, roll me perception. You seem to have been bored throwing a rock around.
I'm not the most perceptive person. I don't think I've rolled above like a 10 this whole time in perception.
14.
Oh, shit,
You rolled above a 10 with a -1. Pretty nice. Yeah, you saw his hand go into the wall a couple times. You thought maybe he's some kind of magic user, magicking his way through the wall or something. I don't know. You should ask him about it.
Can I go try to magic my hand through the wall?
Absolutely. You can certainly try.
I'm checking the other pillars.
Okay,
I'm
roll me
running my hand across the
investigation.
walls.
I did.
God damn it.
All right, as you check that pillar, it's some really good masonry. Also, that one really good craftsmanship, nice stonework. Art, as you are rubbing against that wall right there, it's one of the ones you'd seen his hand kind of sink through previously, and your hand passes right through.
I want to stick my head in.
Okay. All right, I need you to roll me a dexterity save.
Oh, that's horrible. Let's see what happens. Dex.
Okay, you start to overbalance a little bit, but then you catch yourself and you're fine. You grab your hand on part of the wall that's actually wall, and you catch yourself. You're okay.
What do I see on the other side?
On the other side, you see a short hallway. Can you not move down? There. Yeah. You see a short hallway with a door on the other end.
I want to head over to the door and put my ear up. No, shit. Do I know about traps? I want to look for traps.
Okay, roll me investigation.
Because I've heard that people do this sort of thing.
Seems fine. I wouldn't worry about it.
And I want to take some rocks and chuck them down the hallway.
Not the loot rocks.
Not the loot rocks, because I was legit about to reach into the bag and chuck the loot rocks, but I heard him say that.
Okay, so you throw a rock and it bounces off the door.
I'm gonna head over to the door and put my ear against it and listen, see what I hear on the other side.
Okay, roll me perception.
I really need to figure out how to minimize this sheet just enough so it's always open, like in the corner.
Yeah, I wish there was an easier way to do that. You
So
can
I have to
actually,
open it up
at the
every
very
time.
top left, there's a thing that you can make it pop out into another window entirely, and you can just alt-tab back and forth. But I don't know if you can use it still while it's popped out, or if it's just like a look-at kind of thing. I don't know.
It's just a look at kind of thing.
No, that's stupid.
Yeah, it's solid. Ooh, got an nat 20. I hear
Ooh.
everything.
Okay, you hear nothing coming from in front of you. It seems like it seems pretty empty, but you did hear behind you and off to the right a little bit. You heard something that sounded reminiscent of one of those ooze creatures that you heard before.
From behind me? Like
Yeah.
back up this way?
Like back behind you and to off to the side of it.
Back behind me would be... But still in this hallway, though.
No, not in the hallway. Like back out of the hallway and then off to the side of it.
Out of the hallway.
Your perception check, you hear the noise coming from this general direction.
Oh, that's nifty. They're in the walls. They're in the walls! Well, I'm not going to open the door yet, but I don't hear anything on the other side. So I'm going to walk back out and see what the... I found the door. What are you doing? Kaisa?
I was checking the... You didn't tell me what the first pillar I checked did. I got a 20 on that.
The only pillar that you found something in was this one. I thought I told you for all of them.
Alright, now I'm checking behind the altar. This
Okay.
wall.
Seems like a pretty solid wall.
I'm going to walk over here and pick up one of the skulls. And I'm going to yell down the hallway. Hey, Dazzlin, look at this.
Dazzling comes over,
And
kind
then
of
we'll
peeks
check
his
the
head
skull out.
through.
Dwarf skull coming his way. Booga booga.
Are you throwing it at him hard, or are you just chucking it to him?
No, I'm just chucking it towards him.
All right.
It's a floating dwarf skull.
You throw it at him, and he just sees a skull flag at him, and you just hear like this really high pitch as he backs up, and you hear the skull clatter against the stone, but then it disappears right about here.
Wait, what? I'm gonna go check that shit out.
Dazzling comes back over and he says, "Why are you throwing disappearing skulls at me?"
Wait, where's the skull at?
Roll investigation.
Can I have him help me, or can I help him?
Sure. Roll investigation with advantage, because you have two people helping. He said, I don't know, I saw you throw it, and then it bounced towards that wall right below you. Whoop.
I found another one.
You did indeed. You accidentally found another one. Alright, as you walk in,
Uh-oh.
you don't...
No, I went too far. I was definitely walking in. You're not wrong.
Okay. What are you doing? Are you just going in?
Investigation. I'm gonna check for traps.
Okay.
Just right around the starting area.
Okay.
That's that. That's normal. That's that. 11.
Dude, yeah, it's fine. It's chill. You're good. I wouldn't worry about it.
I'm gonna chuck a rock down the hallway. Then I'm gonna call back and say, Kai, I found another hallway.
As the rock bounces down the hallway, you hear as the rock kind of like settles to a fall and just rolls across the floor a little bit. You didn't hear any reactions or anything to it.
Yeah, I don't want to go any further by myself. I'll go see what the elf's doing.
Okay.
Looking around the edges of these.
Here, I'm
these fake
gonna
walls.
mark the secret doors that you guys have found for you.
Oh, by the way, I heard one of those. I heard a suckly. I heard a suckly sound over here towards that trap door. It sounded like one of the uses.
That's what it sounded like. Interesting.
All right, so I marked the secret doors that you guys have found so far for you.
All right, these portals. Can I tell how the magic was being maintained? Did they have runes around the edge?
You actually roll me investigation.
For the 25th time.
Yep. Is that 13 the roll that I'm looking for?
Yeah.
Okay. You don't see anything near you, but as you step through, you do find some sigils carved into the wall, and it seems like they've been expended and may not last much longer, but they were intended to help disguise this location until the owners returned.
Is there anything maybe part of the sigil or something that is obvious from the outside that is common with all the fake?
No. The sigils seem to be on the inside, intending to avoid discovery. You get the sense that these were hidden areas that the residents of this temple originally were fully aware of, all of them, but that were intended to be hidden from outsiders. So you would have to know where to look in order to find them, or get lucky like you guys have and reach your hand through a wall.
Can't they get normal secret passages like normal people?
I don't have a. I don't want to say that. I don't think I've ever seen a listing that says paper to like just paper. Would I have to buy paper to add it to my inventory sheet?
Yeah, if you wanted to have scrolls, you would have to buy a scroll.
So what about regular paper?
Regular paper is essentially a scroll in this era.
Awesome. Hey, Dazzlin, you got any scrolls on you? Blank ones?
Let me take a look through their inventory.
No.
Hold on, I'm looking. No, unfortunately, all we have are rations. I have a water skin. I have some mining tools, and then we still have those sending stones. That's about all we have on us right now.
How far is it back to town?
It was about a day's journey. Took you guys about a day to get here.
What about you, Wizard Man? Do you have any scrolls on you? We should make a copy of these in case we run across them later. We can use some charcoal from the fire over there and do a rubbing.
Is the spell on these entrances minor illusion?
Yeah.
It's not worth copying, man.
I just wanted the symbols down. I don't know what they do, but I don't know magics. But if this is, have you seen these symbols before?
Yeah, they're basic spells.
Oh.
Cantrips, really.
Well, then why didn't you see them on the way in here? I want to brush past them and head down the tunnel.
All right, so go ahead. And are you just gonna keep exploring?
No, I'm gonna keep exploring.
All
Lizard
right.
Man made me feel little.
Keep on exploring. Keep on keeping on.
I am checking all the walls further in this place before I go any further.
Okay, in the essence of saving time and not sitting here for 4 hours while you continue checking every nook and cranny,
Oh, he will. He
you
will do
found
every tiny one.
all of the secret doors connected to that specific area. The ones I've revealed for you are all of them connected to, are all of them that attach to that room.
All right. What about out here in the cave area?
I fucking knew you were gonna ask that.
No more in the cave area.
It is in my character sheet. I'm very fastidious.
I'm aware. All right. Half-orc, which at some point you're gonna have to reveal your fucking name so I can stop calling you half-orc.
Hey man, when somebody finally, gets around to me wanting to tell them, I don't know this guy.
As you
Hell, he
stand,
never told me his name. Just to be fair, I heard it.
as you stand there, roll me a perception check really quick.
But I have to do a devotion. Oh my god, like this is I, Fu. Like, oh shit.
Oh, oops, there it goes. His name's out.
I mean, out of character it is. Don't you meta me, motherfucker.
Who are you persuading right now?
You to forget what I just did. Did it work?
Yep, I completely forgot. Actually, you get the sense that this door right above you is the same door you were standing on the opposite side of just a little while ago.
Yeah, I kind of figured that. I'm gonna unlock the door. Can I unlock the door? Is the door locked?
You can certainly check.
I'm gonna check, see if the door's locked.
Have you seen Vox Machina versus the Door?
I have. And I is strong. I break door. I'm gonna roll to kick the freaking door off then. Or in.
Okay, roll me a strength check.
Stupid door.
You kick the door, and the force of your kick actually rebounds you, and you end up you like get pushed upwards and backwards because of all the force you put into the kick, and the door stands perfectly still, but you fall on your ass.
The door is magicked.
Roll me an intelligence check. That door opens out, back towards you.
I will pull the door as soon as I get up, brush myself off, and open the door, and then yell out, "I've defeated the magics."
You reach out, you grab onto the door, and you pull, and you expect it to give you a lot of resistance, but it opens really easily and just pulls right back out towards you.
I've done it.
You have defeated the door. Vox Machina, eat your heart out.
Tell me what. Give it time, the doors will get stronger.
They will. They will. Yes, the mightiest mob.
I'm just gonna...
Hey, first mob to have a party member end up prone, other than the one that, puts you unconscious.
Oh, there's an opening here?
Yeah, but... Wait.
That's where I heard the slimy slime from.
Yeah.
I asked the dwarf where Beat went to.
Can I roll stealth and try to sneak up behind him?
Yeah, roll me stealth.
Yeah.
Roll stealth with advantage because Dazzlin is actually sitting there just going, you mean the half-orc, the really strong one, right?
Yeah, that one.
It's even worse.
Roll me perception. I think your passive perception's like what, 9? Roll me a perception check.
My passive perception is 13.
Oh yeah, you hear him coming.
Hey Kaisa, there's another secret illusion script thing.
Kasai.
Kaisa. Yeah, I said that. All game fucker. I want to lead him over to this area over here.
Okay.
I heard a slimy sucking noise over here against this wall. Um, I can take a look if you have one of those the fire thing ready.
Sounds like corruption. Let us eliminate it.
I'm gonna take out my shield and my axe and move forward.
Okay, step forward.
I found it.
Immediately as you step forward, you see this gurgling mass of ooze. And it turns its head and it sees you.
I'm running away.
Does it have eyes? How does he know it sees us?
It seems to start moving in your direction. Let me rephrase. I apologize. There's no eyes.
Is this a surprise round, or do I have time to run away?
Roll me initiative, and we'll judge whether or not it's a surprise round based on your initiative roll.
-1 initiative. 2. To be fair, I knew it was there.
You did know it was there, but I'm just seeing how quickly it's able to react. Okay, so its initiative roll should be its dexterity mod. Okay, so 1d20 minus 2. Okay, it rolled a 7.
My apologies, I don't understand.
What? Google, you're not helping right now. Okay, so Kasai, you get the opportunity to react before it can. Rylix?
Yeah, you said I get the opportunity to act before it can.
Yes.
Whatever it is, because I'm not able to see it at this point.
Okay, so are you moving forward with your ally?
It's a slime.
He did interact when he opened it and said, I see one, so...
Well, let's back up then.
Alright, so is that in your turn?
Back up and prep a fireball for when I see it.
Okay, so you're
Fireball
holding
or
your
fireball?
action for whenever it comes out of the hole in the wall?
Whatever.
Okay, so that brings us to the jelly's turn. The jelly is going to move up 5 feet, and it is going to pseudopod the living hell out of you. No, it's not. It is going to flail near you, but it's just going to keep battering against your shield, and it doesn't seem to have any effect. All right, it is your turn.
Well, I guess I'm going to melee attack it from here.
Okay, roll me attack.
Find my stuff. That's that, I believe. 18 to hit.
Ooh, battle axe, huh? Okay, as you swing your battle axe, and don't bother rolling damage, this slime splits in 2. Right where your axe
Two more of them?
cleaves, now there are 2 slimes.
Are they half the size at least?
They're half the size, yes. I'm trying to minimize them without super minimizing them, but it's only letting me diagonally adjust them. Okay, they're not this small. They're about half the size that they were, but not quite this small.
Can I use my bonus action when I see that they're starting to divide and turn that battle axe into a searing smite?
Chelsea.
You want to turn the battle axe attack into a searing smite?
Well, I've seen trolls and orcs and goblins and all those things, so if I see that this thing's starting to divide, could I try a searing smite on it and see if fire makes it not do that?
Okay, yeah, you can certainly try.
Well, that's the only thing you would tell me. The next time you creature attacks, blah blah blah, blah blah blah.
The next time you attack. This attack has already been done. This attack dealt no damage, but did split the slime in half.
So it doesn't work like my regular smite then? I thought regular smites that you just added as your bonus action to the damage.
Yes, but the damage was non-existent for this roll. It's one of the slime's reactions. It essentially canceled out the damage of your attack by splitting into 2 slimes.
By splitting.
Right.
Sorry, Sally, your creature may attack.
So it adds to the damage of the attack roll, but he is immune to your attack
Already
roll.
splitting, so it wouldn't have mattered one way or another then. So I just wasted a spell slot. Okay, awesome. No spell slot for me. But it's concentration for a minute, so whatever.
Yeah, so your next attack might be able to do it. We'll see.
Yeah, I'm going to take that, put that to there. And, yeah. Fuck that guy then. I'm going to try to back out of the room. And, yeah.
Okay,
Backing out of the room, I'll take the opportunity.
Yeah, as you back up, it swings out with that Zack Blobby attack with a 17.
17 does not hit. I have 18 for AC.
All right, then it slams into your shield again and actually pushes you a little bit farther out of the room. So it even helped you a little.
Helps me back up.
All right.
Whoops. That's not the right thing. Ignore that.
All right. So that brings us to Kasai. It is your turn.
I let the dwarf know he might want to start retreating. And
Did you say get out? I'll get out.
No hesitation.
Absolutely none.
I guess I go back to what I was doing the previous turn. Prep a firebolt. End turn.
Okay. That brings us to the Ochre Slimes. They're both going to act in the same turn order. 15, 20, 5, 10, 15, 20. So they are both going to come up on you and make 2 pseudopod attacks. Well, they're both making a pseudopod attack. So I'll just roll twice. All right, one is a 23 and one is an 18.
Nearly far enough. Good God.
Yeah, you got to move back at least 5 blocks, 25 feet.
Thought I
Yep.
did. 5, 10. Oh no, I cut diagonally. Shit. Yeah, yeah, I think both of those would hit.
All right.
If it meets, it hits, right?
Yep. So you take 8 bludgeoning and 3 acid from the first hit. As it slams back its hand and just rubber band flicks and splatters against your chest. The second attack. Ooh, 8 bludgeoning and 4 acid damage.
I am definitely down.
Oh shit. Alright, that ends both of their turns. So as this slime slams into your ally, you see as his eyes roll back in his head, and his shield kind of like hangs limply as he just slowly crumples into the ground.
Would you happen to have a health potion?
He's
Unlikely.
unconscious. It'd be kind of hard to ask him.
Yeah, but he's unlikely to have one anyway. I don't have one. How the hell do I get him back up? I don't have healing.
You could make a medicine check to stabilize him.
Next to the 2 super slimes. Got it.
Yeah.
This whole thing was my fault then. I did not move back far enough.
All right, let's hope that you make those death saves and stabilize. Since they came out, I get my firebolt, right?
Oh, wait. After their turn, it is his turn. I actually need you to make a death saving throw.
I got my firebolt as soon as they step in the view.
Oh, yeah. As soon as they step out, you do get to firebolt. Actually, that would have applied before they attacked. So depending on how much damage you do, maybe you're not down. Sorry, that's completely my fault. I forgot you were holding. No. Your firebolt just splatters against the stone. I guess you were too excited and you kind of jerked and jumped in fear as these things came out of the hole. Yeah, unfortunately you did absolutely nothing there. All right.
So where do I roll for the death saves at?
For your death save, you will click on your character sheet and then it will say death saves next to your hit dice below your hit points and temporary hit points.
Yep, got it. 1 failure.
Oh, damn. Okay, so that is 1 failure for you. Kasai, it is your turn again.
All right, I send my familiar to go see if the dwarves have a health potion?
The dwarves already told you everything they have on them.
Damn.
Legitimately told you everything they have on them. You could move forward, make a medicine check to
second.
stabilize
No.
him, and then
Hold
bail.
on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold
What?
on.
What?
Hold on. Hold
What?
on. Hold
What?
on. Hold on. Hold on.
What?
I have I have a
half-orc.
feed. Yeah, fuck you guys. I'm still
Oh,
up.
thank God! Fuck, I thought I was about to kill you. Okay, so you're up with 1 HP. So actually,
1 HP.
let's swing back around. You do get a turn.
I don't know what to do though. I'm so close.
Pretend to be unconscious.
I want to use my bonus action to cast Shield of Faith on myself.
Okay, put.
Do both of those? I don't think that one's a concentration.
Shield of Faith is a bonus action on yourself.
Not
The-
a concentration.
Oh, that's Searing Smite I'm looking at. Sorry, I was trying to look at Shield of
It is
Faith.
concentration.
Yeah, that is a. Is it a concentration? Yeah, concentration up to 10 minutes.
All right, so I can do this then. I'm going to attack the guy with my battle axe with my Searing Smite going.
Okay, go ahead and roll for attack. Oh, rocks. Alright, so you cast Shield of Faith on yourself, and then you roll an attack with your battle axe.
I'm attacking before I'm attacking first before I do Shield of Faith. Attacking first.
Okay, so you
Does a
roll
12
you
hit?
roll your attack. A 12 does hit. Roll me damage.
There it
With
is.
with your Searing Smite. Or whatever it is.
It's Searing Smite. I'm just looking it up, and then it's 1d6. I'm not sure how to add that together to make this easier.
Can paladins cast 2 spells in 1 turn?
I'm not casting 2 spells. This first
No,
one's a
he's
concentration.
concentrating on his smite. That's why he's doing that first. Okay, so
So he
you
gets it.
dealt
So
4
that's
and
4
5 slash
slashing and
9
5 fire
damage.
damage.
Okay, so that's it's you notice as your battle axe swings in, it starts to split again, but this time you hear the searing burn of the fire. And the ooze splits in 2 again.
Son of a bitch!
Well, at least
But-
it didn't explode on you.
But you got a feeling that the fire actually did some damage to this thing.
If I try to walk away at this point, I'd get attacked by 2 of them, yes?
Yes.
I will cast my Shield of Faith now as my bonus action.
Alright, so the
This is
shimmering
disengaged.
field, it almost looks like a divine light is kind of surrounding him, and he gets a bonus to AC for the duration. Okay, Kasai, you are up.
Well, I still have my movement. I'm going to try to move.
Oh, you're doing that?
I don't
Better
know
than
that
just
yet.
standing there.
Yeah.
That's
I should've
true.
just disengaged at the start.
Keep in mind, as they split, I probably should have said this for narrative reasons, but as they split, they halved again, and now they're looking pretty small, and they're looking a little rough. The 2 that just split.
Yeah, well, if they hit me, I am fucked. So,
And if they die, they'll splash on you like last time, so you want to get out the way.
10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I'm going to attempt to move to there. Let's see what happens. Take my opportunity.
Alright, so that's going to be 2 attacks of opportunity against you.
Wait, no, this is on my turn. They haven't had their turn yet. They did their opportunity when we were here, didn't they?
No.
Oh.
No. Okay, so they
Well,
take
then,
their
yep.
attack of opportunity. 6 and an 8 both miss, so you just walk away. You're perfectly fine.
Yes,
Do
I'm
keep in
alive.
mind that you can, instead of attacking, as your action, you can disengage, and you don't take
Didn't
any
even think
attack
about
goes.
it till afterwards.
Okay. You're making me nervous. I don't want to actually kill the party this early. But
Look,
I'm also
that's-
not
that's-
gonna babysit you with the creeps. I'm gonna play them the way they should be played.
Damn right. If
All
I
right.
have 6 seconds, I want to yell to the dwarves, get some cloth and get some fire. We got more slimes coming.
Of course, of course! And Dazzling kind of charges off into the distance. Alright, it is Kasai's turn.
Oh my god, I'm so glad I didn't die already.
Alright, I use my familiar to get advantage.
What do you have that gives you advantage from a familiar?
The familiar can help
Okay,
give help.
put it in chat. I'm unfamiliar.
With the familiar, if it's within, shut up. If it's within 5 feet of another thing, it essentially gives the help out. It's distracting it. That's what it's doing. So if something's nearby as an ally.
Oh dear God, that is a fucking lot. Okay, so what form does your familiar take?
Owl.
Okay, so you guys see as this owl starts swooping down over these slimes, and the slimes seem to be kind of like splashing their jelly around, trying to like reach for this owl, but this owl's keeping just out of reach. Go ahead and make your attack with advantage.
Yeah, the owl has the flyby ability, which allows it to engage and disengage for free, pretty much.
Nice. Rocks! I'm DMing a fucking session right now. I don't have time to watch Dragon Ball Super is racist. Alright, 13. Which one of them are you attacking, by the way? Okay, so that one. Go ahead and roll me damage. Alright. You see as this firebolt rolls out, it just kind of bursts forth from your hands, and you see that this already diminutive creature now is singed even more, and this creature looks like it's on its very last legs. You also have a movement.
It's an interesting slime that has legs, but okay.
Fuck you.
Alright, I'm gonna come up here and post up by the half-orc. End turn.
Okay, 1 second. Sorry, I forgot to add the new slime to the attack order. It's going to share the same attack order as the other two. Alright, so you move back there. That brings us to the ochre jellies. They can 5, 10, 15, 20. 5, 10, 15, 20. 5, 10, 15, 20. Alright, so they're gaining on you guys, but that does take their full movement action, so they... Even if they were in range, they couldn't hit you this time.
They're gaining on us over here!
That brings us to Thuck. And Thuck, as your turn starts, you hear in the background, I got you a torch! What else did you need?
Thook, damn you. Thook.
Thook. All right.
Wait, I thought your name was Beat.
Well, I never said my name out loud yet, so it doesn't really matter because you still don't know it.
Yeah, you
so.
still don't know it. He let it slip, so I don't feel the need to keep calling him half-orc anymore.
We need clothing, something that can burn.
We have rations of water skin. I found a piece of cloth. We don't have anything flammable.
Actually, I got a good idea.
Do you just want another torch? I can throw you another torch.
I'm gonna move back to here. Help! It's a dwarf. Is he strong?
You got the feeling, looking at these commoner dwarves earlier, that they are not very strong.
Well, this was already halfway up, so I'm going to...
No. Remember, it fell back down because you rolled a nat 1.
Oh, shit, that's right. Fuck. No, I haven't said my name out loud to you guys. I said an offhanded joke.
Well, yeah, they have cloth, but they don't have, like... I mean, if you want, he can set that cloth that he found on fire for you. He's got a torch, and he found you some cloth.
Get the cloth set up around the door here, and when they come out, we're gonna light it and then back up so they have to go over and burn themselves.
All right, so he takes the cloth and he kind of tosses it up against the door, and then he's holding the torch near it.
25. 25 should be enough, right? Yeah. And I'm going to tell the other one, take another one of those cloths and soak this javelin. And that's my movement. So as my, I'm going to prep my action.
Oh, just wrap the cloth around the javelin?
Yep. I'm going to have him wrap the cloth around the javelin and set it on fire when one of these fuckers comes through the doorway.
All right, so you're holding your action to throw the javelin after it has been burninated?
Burninated, yep.
Burninated eye. All right, so that brings us to Kasai. It is your turn. And Dazzlin backs away a little bit because he's like, I'm not staying up any farther than you are.
I don't blame you, buddy. It's fine. Just be
Run!
ready to light the spear. Run, bitch! Run!
Wow, that is one of the worst rolls I've ever had.
Yeah. Unfortunately, that does not beat their armor class. So you shoot your searing fire, and I guess you misjudged just how small these creatures had become, because your firebolt just goes right over their heads.
Not like I'm in a chamber where they're blocking the entire exit in this direction.
They're kind of diminutive. They're low to the ground is the problem, and you launched it over their heads, and it actually clashed against the jade altar here, and then you see like a scorch mark on it now. Good job. You've ruined a beautiful thing.
I will commit seppuku.
You mean Senpaku?
Whichever.
All right, that brings
I will
us to the jellies.
I will commit Sudoku. And
5, 10, 15, 20. 5, 10, 15, 20. 5, 10, 15. God, they can't occupy the same space. This is so awkward. All right,
Spear.
All right, spear. Roll me attack, and then we have to see if it hits first. So go ahead and roll me attack.
Where the hell's my thing at? There it is.
16 will hit. Roll me damage, and then roll me 1d6 fire damage. Okay, so you dealt 10 damage. Which one of them were you aiming at?
I mean, it goes through them, so couldn't I hit both of them? Or does it get stuck?
So you're aiming at this one with the intent of hitting both of these two?
Yep. Can I roll a strength to see how hard I threw it? Jellies.
I mean, you already rolled the attack so you're gonna hit with it. So as your spear flies, it goes straight through the first jelly, but as it does, the fire gets doused. But you smell that same burning, just terrible burning smell as this jelly explodes into a little acidy explosion of death, and that jelly is now gone. Unfortunately, the explosion kind of knocked the javelin off course, and it does not hit the next one behind you, but the next one behind it.
Can I yell at one of these guys to chuck the torch over and catch the cloth on fire?
Yeah, Dazzlin's standing right next to you. He's been standing by with the torch.
All right, throw the torch over. Set it on fire.
Dazzlin chucks the torch, and the torch lands on the floor right here.
Do they catch the cloth?
It just kind of landed right there. I'm sorry. I'm just nervous. And then Dazzlin runs back to here.
You suck.
The slime is occupying the same space as the cloth right now, so he just kind of threw it near the slime and ran away.
Well, I think it's actually my turn now then, isn't it?
It is, in fact, your turn.
I'm going to go 5, 10. I'm going to go to here. I'm going to do that same maneuver, use one of my spears to pick up the cloth, and then I'm going to...
All right, roll me a athletics or...
Rebel. Yeah, fuck. Oof.
You kind of stumble over the rubble, but you're fine for the most part. You jam your spear down into this blanket of fire and, twist it around a little bit. What do you want to do?
I want to try to hit this guy.
All right, roll me an attack.
And this is my second spear, so I would have one left.
A 20 will, in fact, hit. Go ahead and roll damage. 7 damage. All right.
Plus the fire?
Plus the fire, so plus 1 additional damage. And this jelly just singes down to this tiny little... If I could make them smaller, I would. It's occupying, like, a little fucking raindrop worth of space right now.
Well, that brought me to 10. How much movement do I have left with 30? I've only moved 10 so far.
Your check wasn't really good going over the rubble. I'd say you have about 5 more feet of movement.
5. Yeah, no, I'm definitely moving back to here to at least get away from that guy.
All right, Norbus is gonna run the fuck back behind Dazzlin, who runs behind Norbus, who runs behind Dazzlin, who runs behind Norbus. These guys are just bailing out one by one.
You could have left the torches, you pansies.
All right, that brings us to Kasai. It is your turn.
So the fire failed spectacularly, right?
Didn't quite work out, yeah.
Disappointing.
It did a little
Fireball.
bit. It did do one whole damage though. I mean, that's one
At least
damage
my
that could have
fires-
not existed.
At least my fires reached them.
A
That's
bonfire
true.
should do 1d8 damage though. Dun dun dun.
This is an improvised burning blanket it's a tattered piece of cloth. Fuck off.
Yeah, leave me alone. I'm trying.
All
I'll
right.
show you some fire.
A 15 will hit. Which one are you shooting at? All right. As your fire hits that one, it explodes and acid splashes all over the wall, and you see the javelin left on the ground, and little bit of acid on it.
I think you just lost your javelin. Does it hit the other slime it was right next to?
Does the acid hit the other slime?
Yes.
Yeah, some of the acid lands on it. Doesn't seem to have
No
any
damage.
effect.
Well, I'm out. Laters.
Cowards.
Alright, so you move back to there. That brings us to the ochre jelly. 5, 10, 15.
Hey, buddy.
It can only get to you. It can't do much more than that. I can actually occupy this space right here. But it took 15 movement and only has 10 to get to you, so he's just gonna stand there and look at you menacingly.
Just fucking, you got me. Can roll for an intimidation off.
It looks,
fuck.
this little raindrop of an ooze is just looking at you menacingly. Oh, actually, this one's got a decent amount of HP left.
I don't have any more fucking fire. My smite's off. I haven't been hit yet, so I still have my shield. Shit.
This slime, for reference, is still like a medium-sized slime. It has not become a small slime yet.
Fuck. Somebody hit it with a torch. Oh, dude, I'm in a bad spot.
While you're right next to it? Is that what you wanted to do?
Shut up. Don't make me come over there.
Alright, so what are
No,
we
no,
doing?
that's
To
what we
here
want you to
first.
do. Come over here.
I'm moving to here first, so that's 5, and then I'm going to raise my shield because I think I'm going to get attacked, and I'm going to try to back away. So roll to see if he hits me.
Alright,
Or
so
no, I can do it the disengage. Yeah, disengage. Woo!
Alright, there you go. So you perform the disengage action.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25. I'm just motorboating past her, just blasting her as I run by, going to 30. Not even stopping. Like, fuck that. I'm charging ahead.
Oh fuck, I'm trying to move the dwarf. She gets knocked over to the side next to Dazzlin. Alright, that brings us to Kasai. It is your turn.
Kasai will lay down the smackdown.
Kasai will try. Okay, yeah, go ahead and roll me damage. Ooh, 8. That's actually really good for you. Alright, as your firebolt blasts out, do you shoot it from a wand, or do you just, like, hand out, boom, Iron Man style?
Yeah, let's go with Iron Man style.
Alright, so you see Kasai raise out his hand and point it at the ooze, and then this little beam of glowing orange energy shoots out into this ooze, and you see the ooze start to change color a little bit from like a green to an orange, and then it starts to fade away, but you hear that you hear that sizzle again, and you smell that burning ooze smell.
But do we hear?
Negative. Alright,
Fight's still going.
Does that you hear your half-orc companion behind you going
I know the fight is still going if I don't hear that sound. That's all I'm saying.
We
Alright.
used to sing this song for victory where I'm from as well.
Alright, your turn's been about 15 fucking minutes. Are you done, or are you still going?
The Energizer Bunny, man. And my turn.
You stop occupying the same space as other tokens, you fucks.
Nothing else here. What are you talking about?
Whatever. Alright. But god damn it. Alright, slime moves up to here. That ends the slime's turn.
Do you know what
Dude,
the radius on that explosion was?
The radius of the acid explosion?
Yes.
It was just a 5-foot cube around it.
Oh, Not too close then.
I don't even think I have torches. Don't. Yeah, I can't do shit.
The slime's looking a little rough. I mean, it's up to you what you want to do.
Stare at it menacingly.
I want to stare at it menacingly. Like, I want to move to here. I want to stare at it menacingly. And then I want to disengage. With my
Roll me intimidation for starters.
I can do it too, you son bitch.
Hold on. What's his passive? This is wisdom, right?
That's a good question. Diverse intimidation? Maybe insight?
Yeah, this slime ain't scared of you.
Well, I'm scared of it, so I'm going to run away.
All right, so use the disengage action again.
15, 20.
All right, that brings us to Kasai.
This is all you, Kaisa.
Sorry, 1 sec. I was making a reply on Imager. I will do that same thing I've been doing since the start.
For the last 2 days.
Yeah, for the last few days.
All right, roll me damage. All right, as this glowing. No, he already did roll the hit.
Oh,
So
like just fucking skip it.
as this glowing beam goes into it again, you see the color start to shift to that orange again, and then you hear this like gurgling shriek, this as the slime shrinks down to a small size slime now.
I mean,
It
we
is
have
still
room.
alive? Good
It-
grief.
It
Can
is
I just say-
indeed still alive.
For expediency, nobody's going to get close to this thing. We have a kiting mechanism.
That is true, but we're not skipping combat.
Fair point.
Dwarves are not running away as fast as they're supposed to be.
The dwarves hear you say that and go, "Good point!" And then they zoom the fuck out.
Use a bonus action to throw a stick in front of them. I feel that.
All right.
Me as a me would do that all day. But
Wait. It's not your turn yet. It's the jelly's turn.
What are you
All
talking
right.
about? I just
No,
went.
not
I
you.
had-
Not you. The
Oh.
half-orc moved.
I haven't moved.
Yeah, you were right here. You moved over to the left one.
Oh, I didn't mean to.
All right, so the jelly is in melee range with you, but unable to attack because it had to use the dash action to get to you.
Cool.
Now
Intimidation check.
it is your
I'm
turn.
Or no, that should be an action. I'm just gonna disengage. 5, 10. Oh shit, I can't go that way because you're in my fucking way, fatty. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. What's up?
Oh, you're here. Bye.
It's not your turn. Get back here.
Hey, get down, puppy dog. I'm trying to run a session. All right, Kasai, your turn.
Kasai does the thing.
Kasai is rolling a single shot, not with advantage. Even though you have the help action, you have disadvantage because it is partial cover. So that comes down to just the 12, which does hit. Go ahead and roll me damage. I am loving the pup. Shut the... All right, 8 damage. As your beam shoots out, it collides with this thing, and it shrinks down to that little raindrop size. This thing is looking pretty messed up at this point.
And Kasai is not going to risk it being messed up with not being able to dish out a ton of damage, and he gets out of there.
Okay, behind you is rough terrain, so I'm going to need you to roll acrobatics if you want to get over it. Or
I
athletics.
just doubled the movement cost.
Okay, then just double the movement cost then. I would prefer it if you fell on your face, though, if you rolled a 1, so I was hoping.
So would I. Just so I can come in and claim the credit again.
All right, the 2 dwarves launch their way out of the room. They're like, "You guys got this!" It is now the Ochre Jelly's turn, which is going to move 5, 10, 15, 20. And it's kind of occupying the space directly below you. It's hoping against hope that it gets one more hit on you.
I so low-key want to attack it. Can it split into a split version of it split itself?
I can't answer that during combat. I'll tell you after.
Nope, I'm gonna run away again. Damn it.
Pussy.
Like a bitch.
I'm just fucking with you.
10, 15,
No, he kind of deserves it
20,
after telling us to run away.
25, 30.
It's tactically retreating, sir.
All right, so you tactically retreat. That brings us to Kasai. Kasai, it is your turn. You currently do not have a visual on the creature.
That's fine. I can prep firebolt for when I do.
Okay, so you're holding your action to launch a firebolt at it?
Yep.
All right, the ochre jelly is going to continue chasing after its bestest friend.
Oh, son of a bitch.
That brings us to your turn.
You're getting on my nerves, ochre jelly dude.
It's just this little raindrop of jelly just following you around.
Do I still have a spear? I think I do.
Do you
I
still have a
one
javelin?
left.
Hey, if you
Sure,
have a
I have one
javelin
left.
left, feel free to throw it at it.
I'm fucking chugging my javelin at this guy. He's getting on my nerves.
All right, roll me attack.
Yeah, last one. Fantastic. Motherfucker.
You rolled an 8. Guess what? That just hits. Roll me damage.
Yay!
How do you want to do this?
I want... You know what? I just want to throw it in such a way that, like, it skips off the ground and, like, because he's so small and just pierces him in two. And then he tries to heal, but he can't because he falls down the well.
Okay, so as you throw your spear and you kind of like skim it close to the ground, almost like you're rolling a bowling ball at it, the spear just collides with this little like small, softball-sized ooze, and it splits it in two. And then it keeps splitting and splitting, and as it keeps splitting, it's getting smaller and smaller, and you can see these pieces trying to move closer to each other, and then the one large piece kind of just slides down the well, and then you hear this as the creature explodes. Yes, you guys have successfully killed the single ooze after you killed 2 of them last time. But I feel like this ooze did a lot more than the last 2.
It did. I'm gonna walk over to the well and give him my own ammonia spodified acidic culture. Pee on it, just to make sure.
Alright, so you go over and start pissing into the well. What are you doing, Kasai?
He is liquefying the well.
He is indeed. It feels like there's been a drought in here, and he's just, he's trying to do his part.
Then I need to sit down. I can't. Nope.
What, you want to take a break here? I think we're done.
I mean, there's still another door and another passageway. I'll take a few minutes to pick up my schlong and put it back where it needs to go.
Okay, so
I'll
essentially,
follow.
you guys are taking a short rest. Go ahead and heal up with hit dice, if you
Where
have
do you
any.
see that at on here?
Your hit dice will be on your sheet.
I see
Oh shit, I clicked on the wrong one. Okay, so you gain back 16 hit points. So go ahead and put a plus 16 on your token on the board. That should bring you to what, 22?
Should be back to full.
Okay. And then Kasai, if you need to
Yeah.
heal as well, feel free.
Well, I'm taking a short rest. I don't.
You're taking a short rest because your ally said that he's hurting and needed a break.
He's being a wuss.
I got exploded on by a bunch of those, and I don't. Can you heal people with your hands?
I
You got
can
any-
cauterize.
You got any? Yeah, right. You got any potions on you? What about bandages?
I've
No.
got manacles.
Well, When I need a Thursday upkeeper, I'll come to you.
All right, so you guys take your short rest. You heal up with your hit die. What do you want to do now?
Finish
I wanna
examine
pretend
the
like I'm not gonna die and head forward.
All right, go ahead and start exploring.
I want to yell at Dazzlin and yeah, don't be insect on. Dazzlin and Nefarious.
Norbuk.
Oh, I had him down as Nefarious. It's sneaky to me.
All right, so Norbus and Dazzlin run up. Yeah, what's up? You guys killed it. Good job. I'm so glad it's dead. Those things were scaring the hell out of us.
They were scaring the piss out of me too. You don't smell the well? It's pretty bad.
Oh yeah, we passed by that. We thought maybe that was just the slime.
Yeah, it was the slime. We're gonna head a little bit further in.
This is rough terrain, by the way.
It just seems like with you guys staying, in the background, you've been doing good. You've been a pretty big help. Thank you.
Oh, no problem. We learned our lesson. we learned our lesson.
I bet you did.
All right, so you rolled
Chuckle.
you rolled an 8 for your investigation.
Uh-huh.
Head up
You
here.
see what looks like the edge of a collapsed area, and that's what this rubble is. It looks like it fell through from where the roof caved in at an adjacent area.
So is it like there's a chasm here, or is it like a blocked area of the tunnel falling in?
It's a partially blocked area. It's like imagine it like a cave from the outside, imagine it like a hobbit
heard
hole. Yeah, so you can climb over it if you want, but you're gonna have to be very careful with your movement.
Give me just a second, guys. I gotta do an errand outside before my wife kills me.
All right, I'm gonna grab some water. We'll take like 3 minutes, and then we'll pick back up on your investigation check.
Yeah, he can't stop singing it either.
Okay, I am back. Dude, I always love on the pup. The pup never gets enough love. Oh my god, Kevin. Ugh. Alright, so picking back up on your investigation check, as you come through here, you see where the ochre jelly was, where you walked by, and then you rolled a 14 for investigation. So what are you doing? Are you just feeling on the walls and stuff again?
Yeah.
Okay, you get the sense that the wall is solid here, but,
But I'm going to keep going and checking the walls.
All right,
Also, I suppose
since
there
you're
might
going
be
to keep
traps in.
doing it and just rubbing your hand on the wall, you find right here another area where your palm slips through.
Yay. But I'm going to keep going through the rest of the tunnel. Besides that, do I find any more?
Nope.
Okay. Well, I will wait for him to get back and inform him.
Yeah, the tunnel loops back around, and then you find a secret door back to the starting chamber.
I probably should have gotten that see magic ability. Didn't think it'd be useful. It usually never is, except in these pre-generated campaigns.
I might be taking some creative liberties.
You mean they weren't supposed to be illusion walls?
They're just hidden doors or whatever, but I decided they were illusion walls for fun.
Ah. So then, see magic wouldn't have been useful at all in the original campaign. Like it is everywhere else.
I don't know. Maybe it would be useful, but I thought it'd be fun and interesting if they were illusory walls. Oh, so now that we're done with the combat portion for the jellies, what I wanted to go over with you, and this is the reason why this fight was a lot more fun for me than the last one. As a reaction, these jellies have the ability to split, which, let me extend that so I can actually read it. So when a jelly that is a medium or larger, and they start off as large jellies, is subject to a lightning or splash damage, it splits into 2 new jellies, taking no damage from slashing damage if it has at least 10 hit points. Each new jelly has hit points equal to half the original jellies, rounded down. And they are 1 size smaller than the original jelly. So potentially they could split twice, because they started off with about 45 hit points.
Ah, but they're only resistant to acid. They're not immune, so that acid should have hurt them.
They are acid.
But they don't have acid immunity. They have acid resistance.
Whatever.
Why would lightning cause them to split? Explain that to me.
I don't know. Maybe it's like maybe it's like flubber, where they just kind of like and just like splatter out. I don't know.
They take in the energy, and that causes them to split. Okay.
Yeah, why not?
Then it should have been lightning, slashing, and sugar.
Yes, lightning, slashing, and sugar. That's the one.
Sugar damage. It's what kills most Americans.
It's true. Oh, I'm still in the wrong layer. Go back to the token layer. Token. There we go.
Right back.
See, the funny thing, guys, is they only have one guy with a slashing weapon, and it's Ardalus with his battle axe. It's the only weapon they have that does slashing damage. So I'm glad that he decided to finally swing that fucking thing. Last time he just kept poking him with javelins, and they don't have damage immunity to piercing. They do not.
Back.
All right, now we're waiting on Riley, 'cause he said he'd be right back. Oh, but with the ochre jellies, and this is great. So they have damage immunity to slashing damage when they're above 10 hit points, and they get to take the reaction to split into 2 jellies. So you made the encounter that was really annoying for me last time because you kept poking him with javelins. I was like, "Don't you have a battle axe?" And you're like, "Yeah, but I'm poking him with my spear." And I was like, "Fuck!" The only weapon you guys have that does slashing damage is your battle axe.
It's fucking battle axe.
Yeah.
That's fucking
So
shitty.
you made this
Good
a lot
job.
more fun for me. Thank you.
You're welcome. I did it for you. You know that.
I appreciate it.
Oh, you're welcome, man. I was like, you know what, man? He was telling me earlier he likes to throw monsters at people. Why not give him a show?
Yeah, it was pretty good.
I also agree. Him and his fucking firebolt's bullshit. Oh, is he back?
Relics?
No, I was just talking shit. Always.
My entire stream chat is love on the puppy dog. And then before that it was all Dragon Ball Super. And then a ton of video links. Oh, Twitch chat.
Why the hell would I burn a level 1 spell on just Bless? Don't people get that as a fucking cantrip?
I think Bless is actually just a level 1 spell, right? I think it's only a level 1 spell.
Well, shit, I don't have the cleric level spells. I'm not using Bless on that shit. Fuck this guy.
Let me see. Bless. Cleric or Paladin. You bless up to 3 creatures. It's a first level spell either way. But you bless up to 3 creatures of your choice within range, and whenever a target makes an attack roll or saving throw before the spell ends, the target can roll a d4
See, I was thinking
and add the number
the
rolled.
1d4.
Yeah.
See, I was thinking about getting command, but I don't know. It feels too early for some of that shit.
I mean, however you want to play your character, it'll be fun one way or another.
I was looking at the Discord.
Why?
Oh, is Kevin advising?
Why? Come here.
Roy, you've been yelled at.
Go.
Rylix, hurry up.
No. Roy Williams. No.
Go.
I don't want. No.
I would say that running this campaign isn't a bad thing, though. Like, I've already learned a little bit about stuff that I should be adding to my campaign, like the one that I'm writing, to make it a little bit more fun. So I can see what they're going for. This is supposed to be like a starter campaign to teach a DM and teach players, like at the same time, which is one of the reasons why they have the quest board and everything, just to make everything really, easily accessible and stuff. But I do like a lot of the stuff that they put in here so far, so I'm gonna start kind of dicking around with my campaign, and hopefully it'll be fun.
I'm gonna break it with my bard later on.
You might. Oh, you're back finally. I heard Rylix. Rylix.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, you're back. Let's go. Don't just come back and sit in silence. We were waiting for you.
As you should.
All right, so you made your investigation check, and I told you that your hand passed through the wall here, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then you also said I'm going to check the rest of the tunnel. I said you didn't find any more doors in the whole rest of the tunnel.
All right, so I inform Beat that there is a door in the bottom passage that we can check, or another hidden area behind the altar tunnel.
Let's start with the downward. We already found one area for there. And it's a single lane, so if more slimes come out, we can retreat in a nice manner.
All right. Go ahead and move yourselves on. Do you want to roll investigation or anything?
Oh, you gave me an idea. I'm going to roll investigation. Check the door.
All right, so you're checking for traps. Go ahead and roll the investigation check. Dude, you have that door is super safe, man. That's a safe
Love
door.
that door. Can I try to... I'm going to knock on the door and listen to it.
Okay. Roll me a strength check. It's a solid
No.
stone door.
I'm rolling strength to just knock on it?
Did I check this?
Have you ever seen like a foot thick stone door?
Fair point.
You're gonna need to knock really hard to even have anything happen. All right, so you rolled. It's gonna be minus your modifier. So you rolled a 12. Yeah, you knock. You knock on the door.
What do you mean roll minus a modifier?
Because you rolled a
Strength.
save. A save adds your proficiency modifier.
Whoops.
Yes.
My bad.
It's fine.
Oh.
So you knock,
Got it.
and are you listening? You're trying to see what's going on?
Yeah.
You don't hear anything coming from the other side of the door.
I will try to pull this door open.
Okay. You pull, and the door comes open easy.
Ta-da! Anything inside?
Da,
Can I
da,
see
da,
the room before I go
da,
in there?
da, 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 da. As you
You
open the
defeated
door and you walk into the room, you see that the room is basically filled with rubble coming from like the northern section of the room. Here, move your character in. I don't know if it's given you sight of it yet. Okay, there we go. So all of this rubble here looks like there was a cave-in that roughly adjacent to the other cave-in you saw over on that other section of the map. And you get the feeling that a lot of this area has collapsed. And as you look around the room, you don't see anything of value.
Was there anything in this tunnel?
No, he's already checked that tunnel thoroughly.
Can I call the elf in here to look around?
Yeah, you can certainly try.
Mr. Kai, can you come use your fancy eyes?
All right, you both rolled a 10. You look around, and like I said, you don't see anything of value, and you can tell that the collapse is probably centered around that area on the other side of that door. On the other side, in the middle between here and that tunnel.
All right, check the other walls.
Stop.
Yeah, I'm gonna leave him to his
You don't
bullshit.
find anything in that room of value. You already failed your investigation check. You can't be like, I'm gonna further it. No. You can't keep rolling until you succeed. That's silly.
Well, I'm gonna head up to here, and I'm gonna take this tunnel down and around,
All right.
just to see if there's anything.
Okay.
Just checking along the way.
All right, you check, and as you get to right there, you see the area of the wall where your elven companion stuck his hand through.
Oh, I didn't know he was already here.
Yeah.
Well, I'll go back to him then. Say, which way do you want to go now? I guess we have up or to the right.
We have only the
We have only what?
direction left.
No, we have up this way, or we have to the right.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Hmm. This will most likely get us to the boss right away. Let's go murder him first.
I say we roll, or we leave it to the fates, and I'll flip a coin. One for north and 2 for east. Oh shit, I forgot there was a 0. Fuck the fates.
Well, you rolled
Got
2,
stuck.
and you neutraled out. The first one that you rolled was a -1. So whatever one the -1 was is the one you should do.
1 it is. Fuck the fudge. Well,
All
I'm
right.
heading up this way. I got my shield out.
A
ready to
coin
go.
lands on its side. He flipped 2 coins. One was head, one was tails. I mean, what are you gonna do?
Yeah, right.
All right. So as you go up there, hold on. Let me scoot you over. Okay, nothing I need to be looking at here. Okay, so as you go up there, you see a collapsed edge of the tunnel here, and then you can also see a door at the far end of the tunnel.
I'm waiting for my companion.
Your artillery.
Yeah. Don't you have didn't I see you with the familiar? What familiar was he using? Did I catch sight of it?
Yeah. it's
He was
owl.
using an
Pretty
owl.
You should probably just go ahead and send that owl out to scout ahead for us in general.
Well,
So
your
you
owl's
should-
not going to be able to open doors.
Well, he could go down this tunnel.
He could. Here, let me see if I can find an owl token for you.
The owl is also unlikely to hit pressure plates or tripwires and all that nice stuff, if that's what you're hoping for.
No, I just want to know where we're going. I mean, this is normally where in my clan we'd send like a shitty little dispensable goblin out and be like,
Okay,
"Go
so
check
here,
that
let
for
me
traps."
let me give you control of this owl token real quick.
Be
Basic.
like, yeah, Steve, go
Contr-
search that cellar, and then he'd complain, oh, why do I have to go first? And then they would just kick him down the stairs, and he would activate anything that was going on.
Okay, so you now have an owl familiar. How useful is your familiar? Can it do more than just the help action? Can it actually investigate stuff?
I mean,
Yes,
you
the
can
owl has advantage on perception checks that rely on hearing and sight.
Okay. How long does your owl last? Okay, 1 hour. The range is 10 feet. What
The
kind of a
owl
range
lasts
can it go
forever.
out to? No, the owl lasts. Oh, the casting time is 1 hour. The
Well,
casting
that's a
time
familiar,
is an
buddy.
hour.
A wizard will cast the thing for the familiar to come up, and then he's just got the familiar forever. If the familiar gets killed, then I have to do that to get it back again.
The duration is instantaneous, but the casting time is 1 hour. So when you cast it in combat, I should have called you on it because you cannot cast familiar. You can't cast an
I
hour-long
did.
spell.
I did not cast it in combat. I just forgot I had.
Yeah. Well, remember for the future if it ever dies or whatever. Want to make sure we don't. I'm not trying to give you freebies. All right. So what are you doing?
You know, to be fair, since you follow the Matt Mercer kind of deal,
Chelsea!
having the whole arcane focus on a lot of sorcerers is bullshit. Oh, you haven't made it to season 2 yet? Yeah, go ahead and fast forward and see how.
No. I don't want to
Yeah.
lose. I'm still loving season 1 right now.
Just me in general, Liam, that little fucking emo fucker, plays a sorcerer, and yeah, he plays it the way that I think they should be played. They're so fucking cost hungry though, dude.
Huh. I'll check it out. I'm actually just getting through the Tyrion Darrington where Scanlan made his second character, Sam.
Yeah, good. So you saw the part where Grog was in the pit and he fucking cheated. I don't give a damn. Fuck him. He's no longer my favorite the moment he did that.
When he did what?
When he went back to the half-orc for round 2 for his combat.
Oh no, I haven't seen that yet.
How have you not seen that? Well, you've seen him fight the guy the first time, then, haven't you?
Yeah, and then I saw him fight. Are you talking about the monk that he fought twice? The guy with the legendary actions and shit?
No, not the monk. The half-orc that he fought in the pit for the crown to begin with.
Oh yeah.
He got his ass beat the first time, and then he barely won the second time.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, he fucking cheated the second time.
How did he cheat?
Because he filled up his wine flask, or his wineskin, with a potion of strength to give him extra damage before he went to the ring.
Oh yeah, he did do that.
Cheap fucking piece of shit.
Hey, Travis follows all of the rules of the game. He may have cheated in his fight, but he followed the rules of the game to do it. All right. Anyway, what are you guys doing? Sorry, I got off on a tangent.
Me too. Trying to open the door. Open the door.
Okay. As you go to open
It's
this
not a
door,
backpack, it's a
I need
reach
you
out.
to. No, you open the door and it's fine. All right. As you open the door, you see it opens up into this. It looks like a bed chamber. There's 3 stone bed frames. They're up against the eastern wall, and there's not really much more of note than that. It looks like if there were any valuables or possessions, they've already been brought out of this room.
I will send my owl in to do a. I can't see from my owl.
Yep, you're not swaying.
No, Warlock. Well, I'm going to search the room, see if I can find anything, just in case.
Okay, roll me an investigation check.
You never know.
You found, actually...
Nothing.
No, you found another secret door.
Can I try to open it?
It's a secret, like, it's a push-through.
Oh, I'm going to push
Yeah.
through.
Okay, you push through and you open up into... It looks like...
Chelsea!
You open up and it looks like Chelsea. No. There's an empty stone font that juts out from the wall it's like a fountain, like a disused fountain. There's a stone wardrobe against the east wall, and it holds... Well, actually, do you want to open the wardrobe?
Yeah, curious.
All right, you go to open the wardrobe, and...
Right? Fireball,
It
level 7.
holds the rotten remains of 2 suits of red leather armor, So they're red leather armor, but they're rotten. They're not useful anymore. They look like vestments worn by the priests of Abathor. They're ruined and worthless, but you did find them, so you can add them to your inventory if you want.
Who is Abathor?
Roll me religion. You have no fucking idea.
I will take one of the vestments and figure out how to add it to my character sheet.
Okay. All right. What are you doing, Kasai?
I am peering through the eyes and ears of my familiar.
All right. Let me give it sight.
Beyond sight.
How much does this vest weigh?
A leather vest. Let me see. A leather armor. We'll call it leather
Weighs
armor.
a Chelsea.
It weighs 10 pounds. Anytime you're looking for anything and you don't know what it is, check. You see up on the top where there's the chat, pictures, journal. Next to that's the compendium. You can type in leather armor and then just click on it. It'll give you the weight.
I have no faith in that compendium most of the time, to be honest with you.
Yeah, it's half-assed at best, but yeah.
Right, so...
Yeah, unfortunately that leather armor is it's rotten and ruined. By the way, if you refresh the page, Ralix, you'll be able to see through your owl. Or your owl will be able to see. Let me rephrase. It doesn't emit light, so your character may not be able to see what it sees in a dark room, but your owl will be able to see.
Well, I'm going to keep heading down, see what I see.
Okay, as you get to the bottom, you find another door.
Open the door.
All right, you reach out and you shove the door, and you shove it, it doesn't open again.
And then you in.
And then you realize
pull.
Yeah, it's
Shit.
another pull. God damn it, you reach out and you
God
pull the
damn
door
it.
open. Yeah, your owl will be able to see in the dark, but you won't be able to see through your owl. I have it set up to where your owl can see, but you can't see what it sees. So if it sees something and you tell it to report back to you, it might be able to.
Oh no, by familiar, I can look through my owl's vision.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Motherfucking cock-ass bullshit. God, I fucking hate warlocks,
Oh,
and you're
you
not
are-
even a warlock.
Oh, lizard. Die.
So lucky we didn't go the shit we normally do, dude. Imagine how this fuck butter would have been if you would have went your fucking Tyrannosaurus and I went my bullshit road.
No, that's not fair.
Alright, refresh the page again,
Goddamn
Rylix. You'll be
place.
able to see through your fucking shitty-ass bird.
What can you do? I can roll fucking like 95 on fucking stealth checks, and I have magic. Well, what does the magic do? Oh, I have familiars too. I'm fast as shit. I understand every fucking language. I can hide anywhere. I have teleport.
Oh, and the Tyrannosaurus had 1 billion HP and could cast spells. It's like, I am a tanky wizard. That's what I am. And I will eat you whole. Literally.
Alright,
I can hide the bodies.
so as you open that door, you walk in and you see another tunnel, and you see over here is the same hidden door that you saw before.
We might need to go TPK just to restart our characters.
Jesus fucking Christ. Anyway, at the other end, you see a door directly in front of you, and at the other end you see piles and piles of rubble, where it looks like there may have been another cave-in, but roll me investigation.
Can I have somebody's help?
You call out for help.
Birdie. 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 I
Birdie
want to help the
wanted
birdie.
to inspect the room we just went through.
Fuck you, the birdie.
Fine, I'll help.
Nope, don't want your help. Fuck off, bird. I'm gonna swat at the birdie if he comes near me.
Birdie is tired of these games. He's too
Roll
capricious.
Alright, you just see a lot of rubble.
Birdie's using big words. I want to throw a rock at him.
Kasai, if you'd like to, you can also make an investigation check, but your half-orc companion was unable to find anything useful.
Get off her.
Alright, I am checking all the rooms in order because that is what I do.
Alright, set your familiar up with its hit points and everything, by the way. Your familiar has, it looks like 1 hit point, or is it 1d4
No, that's about
minus
accurate.
1? Okay.
1d4 minus 1.
Yeah. Okay, so as you're perceiving through here, in the interest of time, I'm going to tell you that there's nothing in either of these rooms.
Could have taken my long rest.
Go
while
ahead
we
and
fucking search
go ahead
these
and catch
rooms.
up with your ally.
I was checking each of these rooms with my super perception.
Yeah, you checked each of those rooms with your super perception, and
Oh,
you
nothing
have
in it?
checked up to here and found nothing of interest. You are now behind your ally.
All right.
I cast
Chelsea.
Poison Cloud and Fart since he has to follow behind me and he's taking forever.
Do you have Poison Cloud as a paladin?
I don't, but I'm a half-orc. I'm sure I've eaten some rancid shit.
All right, go ahead and roll me a Constitution saving throw,
I-
Kasai.
I can only sense hearing and sight through my familiar, and birds start bad smelling anyway, especially owls.
That's a
Okay,
fair point.
your bird can kind of sense that the cave-in isn't complete here in this area, and that given enough time and energy, you could probably excavate this area and get through. Now, however that role plays between your bird informing you of that, I have no fucking idea.
I am literally looking at through my bird's eyes and ears. I'm like possessing it at the time.
Okay, well then
I
you can
return.
tell
I
that
think it's
this
like 100
area
feet, isn't it?
might be clearable,
Yes.
and that
He
it's
has
only
100-foot range that he can see and sense through his familiar's eyes. Anything past that, the familiar basically goes and does its own shit. It can go an indefinite amount, but once it's within 100 feet, that's when he can commune with it.
interesting. Okay, well in that case, you can tell that this collapsed area is only about 5 foot thick. So if you guys wanted to, you could clear the rubble out and see what's on the other side.
Whoops, I did not mean to go that far. I come down here and tell him that this hallway is on 2 blocks and it's really annoying.
Yeah, I know. There's nothing I can do about that. That's the way they pre-generated it. It's dumb.
Well, I would have suggested that I can clear this rubble or we can check what's down this door. But
Okay,
it looks
well,
like we're checking
it
down
looks
this
like
door.
it looks like you're checking what's in that door. All right, so as you enter that room, half buried in the rubble, there's a skeleton of a dwarf priest. He's wearing rotten lead armor, just like the kind you guys saw in that wardrobe. And it looks like he might have been killed whenever this room partially collapsed. And what you can see here on the edge is that same area where that cave-in took place. It's like a little triangle area that's been caved in. Go ahead and roll me an investigation check.
I want to help him.
Okay, roll me an investigation check with advantage. You already did. You got a 14. Okay. As you're looking through, you're kind of checking around this dwarf to see if he has anything interesting on him. Not
By
much.
him, I meant the bird. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, okay. Well, not much catches your eye, but you do find around his neck. It's a tiny jeweled dagger, and it's on a silver chain.
Well,
Is it big enough to? Is it big enough to stab people with?
No, it's more of a necklace than anything.
So
it's
totem, really.
It's essentially like a holy symbol. It's the symbol of
All right,
Abathor,
well-
but you don't know that.
Can I religious
can't.
check that?
I was about to say I can't do another reroll.
Yeah,
since
go
I
ahead and
did a
roll a
check on
religion check.
Both of us or just him? 'Cause I think
Just
I rolled
him.
religion for this already. Yeah.
Yeah, just him. Okay, so you see that this is Abathor. He's one of the gods of like greed and like wealth. And on this pendant, you actually see a couple dwarven runes. Do either of you speak Dwarvish?
Yes, I do.
You do? Okay, well, if you look over and read that, go ahead and roll me an intelligence check.
It's a 1, but I'll do it.
Oh, that's actually fine. You look over it and you can tell it's not a long sentence. You just see greed is good.
Money. Taste.
Money, bitches, power. No.
No, I like that. Yep, that's what I'm saying.
All right, so.
I used to know a man in purple robes when I first got
Oh
here.
dear fucking
He-
lord! Shoot
He
me.
would love this.
All right, so what are you guys doing? You can clear that rubble area, or you can head back out of the mines. At this point, you've explored
I'm,
everything for the most part.
I'm calling Tweedledee and Tweedledum. Hey,
Tweedledee and Tweedledum are back near the entrance where you left them.
Can you go send your familiar to get Tweedledee and Tweedledum, please?
As if they would understand it or even know to come. I will use Mold Earth and clear the area here. Just with the wave of my hand. Use my Jedi telekinesis to move it. Of course, it's a cantrip.
Put Mold Earth in chat for me.
I mean, it's 5 feet, loose rubble.
Yeah, I just don't know what Mold Earth does, per se, so I wanted to see it.
It's legit, you can mold loose earth within 5 feet. But it has to be loose, gravel, stone, shit like that. Wouldn't work
Okay,
on
for
cement.
some reason, my page is going to the bottom and not going back up. What is up?
Weird. Okay, so Mold Earth, looking at it, it says you choose a portion of dirt or stone that you can see within range and that fits within a 5-foot cube. You manipulate it in one of the following ways. If you target an area of loose earth, you can instantaneously excavate it. Okay, yes, so fine. Yeah, this actually perfectly solves this. And it's funny because if you look at it, roll me an intelligence check, Kasai.
No, what's funny is if you would have seen our other characters, this is what my rogue could do.
Oh, Jesus.
If I recall, we built a mile-long tunnel under the town.
No, it was way more than a while long at that point, man. We were excavating underneath the entire... We built the catacombs, dude.
Oh, God. The catacombs owned by the Thieves Guild? Yeah, that's these two.
Yes,
They got bored.
yes.
Yeah,
We did,
exactly
actually.
it. That was
exactly
it. There was no Thieves Guild where we were at, so we were making a Thieves Guild.
We built the guild. And we had an offshoot like fucking 5 miles down the fucking way where I started building a boat.
Listen,
Get away,
motherfuckers, we are the Thieves Guild.
We were. But nobody wanted to play that quest line. Pretty sad.
Yeah, it was.
Sad
All right,
day.
so what am I doing? My page
just-
is working again.
Just
I had to
roll
reload.
me a perception, or roll me an intelligence check. I mean.
I really do.
Okay, so with the 12 intelligence, you can tell that if you were to do this with, like, in a manual labor way, it would take a single person about 40 hours to do. And then you just go, whoop, and it's gone. This was intended to be something to get you guys stuck here for a little bit, I can tell. And you're just like, nope, that's not a problem. Whoop. All right, so as you clear the rubble, go ahead and do whatever it is that you want to do.
Birdie first, please.
Okay, so I'll move your I'll move your bird in there for you. All right, so your bird goes in there, and you have. Oh, actually, your bird. No, too far. Your bird comes up to another door.
It's too late. We saw it was on the other side. The world glitched.
All right,
We must be in Skyrim.
you came up to another door.
You gotta open the door for it, man.
It's pull, not push. I'm sure you can figure it out. It's fine.
I'm actually blind while I'm looking through my bird, so that's be hard for me.
I want to. Never mind.
Hold up, grab the wall.
I guess I can feel along the wall until I reach the door.
All right, so you feel along the wall. And
The hell did I end up?
You're
What happened?
You're walking, and then
Can I pee just a little bit on his shoes and say
You
there's
feel
some
in front of
dripping
you.
coming from the ceiling? The slimes
Ooh.
might be near.
Uh-oh.
I ended up into the other side of the map.
roll.
What happened?
Wait, roll me. Roll me a lie. Whatever it is for deception. Roll me a deception check.
I just want to pee in like a puddle in front of him. My deception isn't that high. I was trying to persuade him. It's only a 10.
All right. As you move forward, you feel a little bit of wetness under your hands, and you hear your companion tell you that maybe more slimes are nearby, and you believe him.
Yeah, I'm not going forward blind like this. You're gonna have to open the door. Sorry.
I'll open the door.
All right. So let me move you up here because it's kind of difficult to fucking move correctly in this area. Because I don't know why they put it to where it doesn't match properly. Stop moving your bird. I'll move your bird back for you. Just wait.
Actually, we need to go get Tweedledee and Tweedledum up here. I'll be back.
So you're not opening the door?
Not yet.
What
no.
could we possibly need them for?
You never know. I'm gonna run back and ask for Tweedledee and Tweedledum.
I'm gonna sit here looking at my watch.
Norbis,
I don't have a watch, but I'm
Jaslyn.
gonna look at it.
Yeah, what's up?
It's time to move up, guys.
We're moving up. What, is everything clear?
As far as we're up to, the southern hallway's cleared up and he's excavated. We think that part of the mine collapsed down in the southern eastern area.
Oh, so
And-
obviously you need our expert opinion.
Oh no, not at all. The wizard over here, I mean, he just snapped his fingers and the fucking earth disappeared.
He
Like,
did
looked
what?
at me, yeah, he's pretty solid on that. Like
We've been mining in here for days.
Oh yeah, he moved out like a 10-foot section in like fucking 10 seconds. It's pretty amazing.
They both just kind of sit down and they seem to be just questioning life.
Like
in
here,
general.
watch. Hey, Kaisa, do it again.
From however hundreds of feet away in the tunnel.
Here, come here. I'll show you. No, that's fine. Here, come here. I'll show you. No, I'll lead them over. But like, hey, move that dirt again.
What is the point of this?
Because you owe me a life debt, and I'm asking you, move the damn dirt.
And this will cover the life debt? Okay.
No. But it'll be a start.
Well, I was curious if there was anything past this guy down here, so I'm gonna move that earth.
See? Look at that shit.
All right, so as you move that earth, you move a 5 cubic foot area here, and this area is now clear. That's you don't see anything interesting there.
Aw, not
But-
even a preserved version of the vest that got stuck under the rubble?
No, unfortunately not. Even if it was under there, it would have been dry rotted by now.
You know, if you pay us like another, I don't know, 20, 50 gold, 100 gold, something like that, we can go ahead and connect these two tunnels.
We haven't really turned a profit yet. Most of our money's invested in the tools that we bought coming in here. That's kind
Yeah,
of why
but,
we
I
wanted
mean,
you to
it-
clear it out so we could get to work
It's
and
just
try to make
supposed
some
take-
money.
I mean, how much do you make an hour?
An hour.
In this mining camp that you guys that they have no business with, they're making hourly wages, huh?
I mean, I'm just saying, you know, how much do you make an hour? We can charge you this. He can excavate it while we're here, and then you can just claim the credit.
I don't really know what you mean by an hour.
I think our paladin has been overwhelmed by the spirit of Abathur in this crypt.
Look, we just
Yeah.
came here looking for work so we could find something
Give me your
valuable.
goddamn money. Oh, sorry. I read something about greed. I don't know what they're. I don't know. I'm just saying if it fit.
All right, you guys are talking. I'm not hearing it.
Yeah, he's kind of a bitch.
Oh, he DC'd.
And your finger wanted to go in where?
Well, honestly, she told me that it wouldn't hurt, but I mean, as soon as I touched it, fuck.
Yeah, right.
Just shit exploded everywhere. Oh, he didn't even hear that part.
It's actually happened. That's not funny. That's a flashback. Fuck you.
I've heard horror stories actually.
It can go wrong.
Oh yes, I mean, as soon as I stuck my pinky in there, I could tell that something was wrong, and then when I yanked it back out, just shit everywhere.
Yeah, when keeping it real goes wrong, it's not like the videos. There's a
So
reason they
saying-
detox like 3 days beforehand. Oh, hi, how you doing?
What was the last thing you heard me say?
I can't hear you guys if you're talking.
Okay. So you got everything I said. Excellent.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
You said nothing useful. You just said like, I don't know what you guys are doing.
I just didn't know how much you guys were making yet. I mean, what do you intend to find here?
All right, I go open the door.
We're hoping to find something valuable. That's why we came to mine and hopefully find a mineral vein. All right, so you go over to open the door. Do you push or pull?
I pull.
You pull and you pull and you pull with all your might, and it doesn't budge.
All right, I push then.
It swings right open.
Then I
Alright.
send in the bird and shut the door behind it real quick.
Okay, so you send in the bird. Bird flies in. You shut the door, and the bird sees an alcove to the south. It holds the rubble of one of the statues you saw earlier. One of similar to one of those, but a little bit more ornate. And then an alcove to the north holds a statue it's still intact actually, and it's got a dwarf with horns on his head, one of those horn bucklers, and it stares.
Viking dwarf, got it.
It's staring down greedily, just with a hungry expression, at this glowing green gem in its hands.
So, Dazzlin, what do you do when you're not mining?
Well, we used to be farmers actually. We weren't very good at it though. Our crops kept dying. What?
Yeah.
Oh, I've
Rylix,
got a spell for that.
Rylix, why are there two of your characters on the board right now?
I could not tell you that.
Okay, I got rid of the other one. I was like, why is there another one just sitting right here? So I deleted it.
I can only see one of them, so I don't know where the other one came from.
I don't know.
Yeah, I'm checking the walls and stuff for more invisible walls.
Oh, it seems like
Okay,
my,
your bird
companions
checks-
went ahead of me. I'll
Your
be
bird
back in a sec.
checks all of the walls and doesn't find anything.
All right. Back to the real me again. I come on in.
All right, so you guys come in and you see the dwarven statue with the glowing green gem, and then you see the statue over here that's kind of crumbled. It looks like it was a better craft than the original statues. But
Where is there a statue at?
it's down here. There's a crumbled statue. You can see the details a lot more intricate than the statues you saw before, but essentially it's crumbled to an almost
I want to
unrecognizable.
Investigate the statued area.
Okay, roll
Which
me
one?
investigation.
Thought there was only one.
There's this statue down here that's crumbled, and then up here there is another statue that is intact. So which one are you investigating?
The intact one, because my investigation always sucks.
Okay, so you investigate this statue. You can see you see what I already described. It's a dwarf with a horned helm on, and he's staring down at this glowing green gem in his hands, and he looks like he's just hungrily staring at it.
Is there actually a gem in his hand?
Yep, there's a glowing green gem in his hands.
A frickin' frack. I mean, Dazzlin and
I
other
will
guy.
check the rubble to see if there was a gem in this statue that's under the rubble now.
Okay, roll me investigation. And as you do that, these two charge into the room. Yes, yes.
guys know
You
about
find
the,
you find
dwarves.
nothing in the rubble. Can we do what? Sorry, I didn't hear you.
The statues. What do you know? What can you see? What can you guys do anything?
I mean, we're like I said, we were farmers, and now we dig. We're not, we haven't found riches yet, but we're hopeful.
You're dwarves, man. What do these statues do? Is there any scriptures or symbols or anything along the way?
They look over at the statue and they're like, well, I mean, he's holding a shiny, actually. I mean, we like shinies.
You should see what happens when you touch the shiny.
So you want them to touch the shiny?
Well, I'm not fucking touching it.
Okay, so Norbus comes up next to you and he goes, ooh, it is very shiny, and
Yeah,
he
I'm
steps-
moving straight the fuck away as soon as he starts coming towards me. I'll
Okay,
roll stealth for it too. I don't care.
Okay, hold on, let me scoot
Kai
you over. So Dazzlin comes over too, and they both start inspecting. What's up, Kasai?
Kassan.
Stop fucking
I
changing your
say
name. You
don't-
said it's Kasai.
Oh, yeah, it is Kasai. Sorry, what's his name is confusing me.
What's up, guys?
I say, yeah, stand away from it. I will. That can
Oh.
cause corruption.
Hold on. As you say that,
Yep, I'm halfway out the door. Yep. Mm-hmm.
as you say that,
Our brave paladin.
Whoa. I said I was courageous, not stupid. There is a difference.
as you say that, Norbith starts reaching out for the gem.
I will have my owl peck his fingers.
And
So
to
your
be
owl
fair,
flies over and
that's-
pecks his fingers, and Norbith's like pulls his hand back. Ow! What? Foul beast! I thought you said this area was clear. And he backs up.
We do not know if the gem is cursed or not. It may cause corruption in you, dissolving your flesh into an abyssal minion, which I will have to slaughter.
Dissolving my flesh! Fuck that! And he runs out of the room. Dazzlin, however, is still standing there staring
I
at
don't
the
think
gem.
he does. I really don't. Because I'm going to clothesline that motherfucker the moment he tries to leave. I'm right by the door. I'm tired of fucking being. Yeah, no, fuck that.
All right, as he roll me a strength check.
I will. A check? I'm not sure the difference. Is this the one with the 3 or the one with the 3?
You rolled a save, but whatever. You essentially rolled a 4.
No.
You rolled a 4, and he rolled a
clicked the wrong
16.
one.
It doesn't matter. You rolled a d20, and it was a 4. So he just pushes your hand out of the way and charges past you.
I'm beating his ass later.
Dazzlin, however, is still staring, somewhat entranced by this gem, and you don't know if he even heard what you said. He's just like, it's just so shiny.
I will cast protection against good and evil on myself.
Okay, put that in chat for me so I know what it does.
I thought about getting that spell.
Until the spell ends, one ruling creature you touch is protected against certain types of creatures. The protection grants several benefits. Creatures of those type of disadvantage on attack rolls target also can be charmed, frightened, or possessed. Okay. Gotcha.
And then I will take hold of the gem.
Okay, so go ahead and move yourself up. As you
And
reach
I will
out
take my
to take
axe
this
out.
gem, you pick it up, and as you look down at it, it shatters. And as it shatters, you and Dazzlin are going to have to roll me DC 15 dexterity saving throws.
I changed my mind. I like to let the dwarf pick it up.
Nope,
Yeah,
you
right.
already did. Oh, you both fail. Okay, so... You take 24 damage, and Dazzlin is unconscious on the ground.
Jesus, they're both unconscious.
No, at 24 damage, that is an instant kill.
Is it really? Jesus fucking Christ, you're done.
Are you fucking serious?
Dude, it's
Yep.
a sorcerer, man.
Damn, dude, you probably shouldn't have picked up the gem.
You probably shouldn't have picked up the fucking gem.
Well, I wasn't going to let him do it. That would have been irresponsible.
I could have brought him back to life.
Actually,
There's a difference.
yeah, Dazzlin's dead too, that's true. Yeah, Dazzlin's just dead.
For the record, in my tenets, there is a very fine line that says there is a fine line between being courageous and stupid. Being
Yeah.
courageous and going in and helping those that you need to help is different between going in, being reckless, and endangering yourself and those around you.
Yeah, the exact
but-
wording on this trap is you and anything within 10 feet of the statue. Take
Should've sent in your
4
familiar.
d10 damage.
Divided among all the people hit, right?
Nope.
Nope. Should have sent in familiar.
God damn.
Well, that seems like it could take out a lot of low-level players.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's intended to be like a oh shit moment, but I
Don't
didn't
do
think it
dumb
was gonna
shit.
actually kill you.
So,
I was actually hoping you guys would just let the NPCs fucking go for it.
I was going to. So, what happens now? Is
As you
anything
look
left?
over, the statue just exploded, and there's shards of like stone all over, and you see your ally just destroyed by this. It's not even like a big fiery explosion. It's just like the pieces of rock have just rendered his flesh.
So there's no stone or anything left?
No, the statue itself is exploded, but there's chunks of stone all over the place from.
Is there anything underneath the stone left over?
No.
I have like 5 points of lay on hands left. That wouldn't matter at all for either one of them, would it? Like I'm kind of
No.
panicking, trying to
And-
bring them to life. I'll burn it, but
Yeah. Okay. So go ahead and burn it.
like I'll burn like 2 on her and 3 on him, but
Yeah. No effect at all. They are both dead. Why did the wizard grab the gem?
well,
Because I couldn't let the NPC do it.
you have a familiar. We could have shot it off the gem. We could have speared it off the gem. We could have used a blanket to hurl it on top of it and pull it off.
When I saw that it was like luring them with their attention, I figured it was a corrupting gem and I could use the anti-corruption spells.
No,
to-
they're just greedy
Got it.
dwarves looking at a shiny gem.
Yeah, they're fucking greedy. Greedy people don't deserve to be in the world. So I don't feel bad about this. Just saying.
Well, now you have to take care of my owl.
Your owl's dead. It's a familiar. When the
It,
princess
it,
got
it
off,
was
they were
within
gone.
it was within 10 feet of the explosion as well. So your owl got popped.
Well, there's only one thing left to do. I'm going to start whistling and stripping them of their shit.
Roll me an intelligence check.
I'll do it. It's not going to be very high, but it's a 5.
Yeah, they're fucking dead, dude. That sucks.
I feel like it, yeah. I'm gonna take this fucking guy's cloak and make a bundle and just start taking their fucking shit.
Common
Alright.
clothes.
As you're doing that, Norbus wanders back over, and he goes, "Hey, what the? Dazzlin!
Buddies.
Dazzlin!" Runs-
Dazzlin's,
Runs over to Dazzlin and just starts pounding on his face. Just Dazzlin,
I
get out!
now try to body check him to just keep him from going near the body. Like, can I do that before he even gets further into the room?
Yeah, roll me a strength check.
Like, I really want to fucking win this one. People don't need to see that kind of shit because they're fucking exploded.
All right, you in fact do win. Yeah. So you're holding Dazzlin,
Like
or
just-
you're holding
no.
Norbus right at the entrance.
No, you don't. No, Norbus. You don't want to see that.
What do you mean? I want to see my brother. Or sister. I think
No.
they're both females, aren't they?
I thought they
Yeah.
were brother and sister this whole time because I was hitting on one of them.
Both of their fucking tokens are female. I just want to see my
Works for me.
sister.
No, you don't. You don't. Just go. Just turn around. And walk. No, just walk out.
As you say that, you just hear, Dazzlin, Dazzlin, say something.
I'll come back and I'll pull them out so we can have a proper burial. But
Would I have
Eh.
time to have shielded the explosion?
No, it's a dexterity save. It's just a straight save throw. As you say to bury the bodies, you just see Norbus's face just drop, and
it's-
she visibly deflates, falls against the wall, and then just slides down slowly to the ground, and is just looking down between her legs, not just completely dead to the world at this point.
on the one hand, I have a sack full of loot over my shoulder. And on the other hand, I'm trying to escort this dwarf out of this place.
This
I'll
is just a
come back and
heartbreaking
I'll do-
moment.
It really is. I feel kind of bad. I don't want them to get eaten by slime, though. Should I burn them? Can paladins switch their spells after a long rest?
You can't switch the spells that you've learned, but you can. I think you can change the ones you have prepared. Or is
I don't
that
understand
wizards?
The difference.
Alex, do you know?
1 sec.
Relics is pissed. Don't let him lie.
Relics. Relics.
It appears.
Kevin's
Yeah, you prepare
Kev-
whichever ones you want.
Kevin's trying to talk to you, Alex.
So they're prepared spells then.
Yeah, you pick whatever you want from the spell list whenever you take a nap.
So it's whenever I take a nap that I can change it. It's not just that. Okay, I'm going to usher her out.
Okay, so you reach down, and you kind of nudge her, and she
needs
she
to
just
leave.
she just quietly gets to her feet. She's staring at her feet as she just moves down the tunnel as you
I'll
guide
prepare
her.
the bodies myself, but I want to take a long rest in here, and I'm going to switch one of my spells to ceremony.
Okay, so you take a long rest. And
I mean, I'm going to scatter some pebbles like along this hallway, just to make sure that nothing comes in on me since I'm in this fucking place. But that's what I want to do. I want to take a long rest while I'm in here, commune with my own personal god, and then when I wake up, I want to cast ceremony.
Okay, so you take your long rest, you recover your hit points, you recover your hit die as well. Or you recover half of your hit die, and then you start the ceremony.
And I think it's funeral rite is what it is. Yeah, I want to use my my first half and just change the whatever water and stuff I may have with me. Which I really don't think it's a lot at this point.
Hello.
But I want to change the
Hey,
water
Aaron,
and
hold
stuff
on.
that I have to a holy water, so I can use that as a blessing for an anointment.
Okay, so you bless the
I,
holy water. Go ahead and
and I
mark
wanna
off
take
a
the,
first level spell for that.
Absolutely. And I want to take the pickaxe so I can make a little not so much funeral pyre kind of deal, just so I can bury them in while I'm here. So even underneath some of the rubble here, somebody else can excavate it later. That's fine. I just want to make sure they're out of the way and safe. And I want to burn another first level spell to do my my funeral rite, so they can't be turned into undead or anything for the next 7 days.
No, you're fine. Just give us a second. Okay, so you reach down, you grab the pick, and you start gathering some rubble and stuff, and then you
I'm
arrange the
excavating a
bodies.
little bit.
Yeah, and you
Right.
arrange the bodies into a neat and organized way. You cross their hands over their chest. You put your hand over their heads, and you pull your fingers down and do that movie moment where the eyes close, and then you continue on with your ritual.
You never even had a chance to pay me back for saving you the first time. I'm sorry I couldn't do it the second time as well. And you little dwarfin girl, I should have just let you guys be alone. You just look so much like a brother that I thought it was okay to hit you. Sorry.
You're all about hitting bitches. God damn it. No, Aaron, you're not interrupting anything. We were just doing a session. We're actually going to be ending the session very soon. We just had our first party member death
In the next life.
at level 2.
May I ask who it was?
It was Rylex's character.
It wasn't fucking me, buddy.
Rip Lulu.
Oh, no, this isn't Lulu. No, we're not playing that campaign. This is a
Okay.
separate campaign I'm running for just Relics and Art
You guys
because
are ruining my moment.
yeah.
Sorry.
It's just for the two of them. It's something I'm going to be doing for them on Saturdays. And then they asked if we could do a session today, and I had some free time, so I said, yeah, let's go.
Awesome.
It's a pre-generated campaign. We're doing the Dragon of Icespire Peak, I think is what it's called.
Okay.
And they fell prey to a trap in the treasure
Okay,
room.
buddy.
Well, the two that died, one of them was an NPC, and then he tied to a trap. All right, continue with your ritual. Sorry.
Yeah, that's basically it. I'm making sure that they can't be turned into any undead within the next 7 days. Assuming the area is more or less cleared out now.
Okay, so you've done to the best of your ability everything that you know of that you can do for them, and you've
all that I know how to do.
and you've done your best to bury them underneath some rubble to an extent to where they're protected. They're not like crushed under snow, but they're protected from anything that might come.
Protected, so any slimes or some shit can't just fucking dissolve them immediately.
Right.
Yeah, I want to finish searching the room though, because I mean, it's what we're here for.
He already did investigation of the entire room before the.
Well, then I want to take whatever money they both have. Because
Okay,
I mean,
Relics, whatever money you had in your character sheet, how much did you have? He had 10 gold. So yeah, take 10 gold, and Dazzlin didn't have any money on her. They were hoping to make their fortune in this mine reclamation.
That, but okay. And is there any weapons or anything special privilege that I saw him using this whole time?
He had an arcane focus. I don't think you can make use of it though. So you didn't see him use anything physical that you could take.
A dagger.
Oh yeah, never mind. He did use a dagger that exploded the slime. So
He
yeah,
had that one dagger, didn't
yeah, he did. So you do find that dagger. Also on Dazzlin, you did find
special Avathor dagger.
Yep.
No, it's just a regular dagger.
And,
What about that one dagger?
No, that's a necklace.
Yeah, the
That's
necklace,
a
yeah.
jeweled necklace. Yeah, it's a jeweled necklace in the shape of a dagger, like the pendant on it. On Dazzlin, you do also find the one of the 2 sending stones that they promised you guys for cleansing this this temple.
Fuck, that makes me feel bad. All right, I'm gonna. Why'd you have to touch it yourself, you dumb elf? And I want to fucking kick him and walk away.
All right, I'm not gonna have you roll for attack. It's
It
It's
makes
more
me
of a-
fucking feel bad, but god damn it, it's fucking dumb little bastard.
all right. So as you come back out into this area, you're reunited with Norbus, and I think we're gonna call tonight's session there. Hopefully, if Relics wants to continue the campaign, he'll re-roll a new character before next session, and we'll find a way to get him into the game. And then I'll have you and Norbus interact out or roleplay out the rest of the leaving here.
Like, I don't know whether I should laugh or smile. Like, fuck, I wanted him to die, but I wanted to be his hero to save him. You weren't supposed to get nuked, fucker.
Yeah, remember whenever I said there's a couple things here that might be pretty hard at your level? This was one of the things I was thinking of. Yeah, alright, so we're going to call today's session there. Hope you guys had fun other than the dying part. You know, dying's never really that much fun.
Hey man, I've been using the stones this whole time to track my location. He could have waited.
Yeah.
I could have hit it with the stone. I could have thrown the stone into the stone.
Yeah, well, all right, we'll pick back up whenever either on Saturday or whenever you guys are ready to continue. Luckily, with the pre-generated campaign, I don't need a lot of time to prep. So, yeah, whenever you guys want to pick back up, that's fine.
A drink in Kasai's name.
Indeed. Let's all have a cheers to Kasai.
No, nobody knew that person.
We
No.
knew him so little, but we could tell he had a
Nobody.
big heart.
No, he was kind of an asshole.
Oh, that's true. Never mind. He had a large exploded area where his heart should be. That might have been one of the rocks lodged in his chest. I'm not sure.
You're trying to pull my fucking cousin's funeral. He was a great guy. Like, no, he was a fucking addict. Don't pull this shit on me.
Alright guys, on that note, I'm going to end the stream there. Thanks everybody for tuning in. I hope you guys had fun, and we'll be back in the next session, potentially tomorrow. If not, we'll be back at the regularly scheduled time for our 2 Sunday sessions. And yeah, thanks for tuning in.